Welcome, Cosmic Seekers. How are you guys doing? Yeah, it is Wednesday night. I am back. It is Cosmic Boogeyman o'clock. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was actually going to make it online tonight, but I am here. It is 7 p.m. on the hour. If you guys are just joining in, please take your time to use that exclamation point join, especially if you're a new subscriber. So I'm basically targeting those new subscribers tonight. My members only Mondays are available. If you guys are around on next Monday to come back, take your time to hang out with us. But yeah, I'm looking for the new subs. If you guys are out there, you hear me, take your time. Make your way in. I know it's a little scary in here. But yeah, I'm looking for that new subscriber energy. If we can get that to get you guys to come in. We are past 50,000 subscribers, so I'm looking for you guys. I'm looking for you to come in, you know. How you guys doing? So if you guys can make your way in here, that'd be great. The queue is open, looking for new subs, but how you guys been? Looking to get you guys to grow that energy. But yeah, I had some really interesting news today. I don't want to get into it because it's not the place right now. But anyway, but I can open up with a general read if I have to. Get you guys drawn in here. How's things going? What do we got in the queue here? Let's take a look. What do we got in the chat? Let's see, Teja V studying. Good job. Eldwin, how are you? Brendusk is here. I see Cindy. I spy with my little eye, right? Let's see. All right. Whoa. All right. Just for fun. How's everyone doing? How's your Wednesday going? How's everyone's Wednesday? Emperor energy popping here. Yeah, if you guys haven't done yourselves a huge favor, join us on Discord. The Discord community is definitely growing. You know what else is growing? Facebook and yeah, Instagram. I can see you guys taking your time to move over to the other social media. I know we don't all use everything, so I understand that. I appreciate that, but it's really interesting. Like I seen Antonella actually. Over on Facebook. It was Instagram. I seen you guys actually starting to make your way across. Cindy, what does that mean? Crazy and confusing. What does that actually mean? Crazy and confusing. But yeah, I welcome you guys to take your time to join. I actually just posted a bunch of new content. Pretty much every day you'll see something. Except for Blue Sky or X. I kind of like use those as my my test beds. I put some content on every once in a while. Cindy says, Guy may have run, but I don't understand why. I got kicked out of Streamlabs. What does that mean? Oh. We have to do another invite? Let's see. And it was running so well, wasn't it, Brenduska? It was running really smooth. Where is it from? Because we haven't had to deal with this in a while. Let me see if I can find this. I think I know where it is. Hold on. Because it's like you can use a web app or you can use the Streamlabs desktop app. So that's what I'm looking for. So give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get you back in. I think it's right here. Yeah, you've had access since December. I mean, let me revoke your access, and I think I can just give it back to you. All right, let's see if this works. All right, Brenduska. Let me do this. Let me send you an invite. And if you guys are just joining in, !join will get you into the queue. So I'm just trying to get Brenduska back in while we're getting everything set up. And it is Wednesday. We are having a grand old time. How you guys doing? How's everything going? I got to say, I was actually just chatting with Brenduska before I got on here today, so Brenduska. Okay, I'm gonna send you a direct message through Discord. So yeah, if you guys aren't on Discord, you might want to take a moment to join in Discord. We'll get you in here in just a second, and there it is. Let's see if that lets you get back in. All right, so I just sent you the invite through Discord. Let's see if that helps. Hopefully that works. All right, let me go back to the queue and see what we got. Currently, we only have, shouldn't say only, but we have Cindy and Tasia V. We're looking for new subscribers first, if we can get some new subscribers in here, if you guys are just hanging out, listening in. Earth Angel, you weren't blocked from Monday's chat. That's we have it set up for it's set to members only. That's why. That's how we have it set. It's just the way it's set up. It's a members only event. That's all. Yeah. And pretty soon, even my moderators who are not members won't even be able to get. They will not even get to get the readings. I have to say the channel's growing faster than even I expected. So I have to be a little more strict with how I organize. I can't just be a little more haphazard. If you were here last year this time, it was like, hey, whatever, I'll just sneak you in. But because the energy is very, it does take a lot out of me. If you haven't heard from me, one of the things I was saying is, like, when I come home from school, from teaching, I have to take a nap. I have to nap before I come live. If I don't do that, there's no way I can go live. You guys would never see me. I would just say, channel cancel, done. Because it takes a lot out of me to offer that energy to, 500 plus students a week, and then come on and then offer the same energy or different, it's parallel energy, I could say, to 50,000 subscribers. It was one of the reasons I actually stopped offering the free readings, because it was very tiring to offer the free energy out. And I just said I have to be reserved with the energy. I really do. So that's one of the things I had to do. So, and it was interesting. Hello, Leanne. How are you? But the queue is open. The queue is definitely open. But that's exactly what it is. So I definitely opened up the energy to So it's reserved, but if you're a member, you get basically a free reading if you can get in on the Monday night members only. But on Sundays, everything's open. Like if you can get in on a Sunday, cards and coffee, everything's open, just like here. But what I'm looking for is I found, I think it was Teja V and I had this conversation. But it was definitely after live. But I had a couple private conversations, and even Chanley mentioned it to me, and I know Fapina talked about it. It was so different. A couple weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, I just read only new subscribers. It was only new. And what happened was the reads were very different. It was telling. It was very telling. It was interesting because what it does is it reinforces your own readings. So what was happening is people were getting a reading on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and then they were like, wow. And instead of doing that, I split it up. So I said, okay, let's reserve. Let's chop it up. Let's say, okay, hey, you can only get these readings done on certain days. But what it did is it allowed you to get reserve the energy. So new subscribers who come in, if someone subscribes right now and they want a reading, or if it's one of those 50 who've joined, if they have the notification on, they get a chance to get a free reading. Like, it's so cool. It's that free reading. Remember the first reading you got from me? Remember that moment you felt that energy, that moment I tugged at your heart chakra? That's what we're trying to get to. We want to give everybody that feeling, not just reserve it to the few. So that's what we're trying to do. That's what Brenduska and I have been trying to work at. For Pina and I, at least the moderators and I, have been trying to get you guys to do. Instead of giving you guys the same readings over and over every week, get you guys to understand, once we dynamically put you all into the collaborative together, we put you to that collective together, we say, hey, what happens when we mix you guys up and put you into the energy together? You know, that's what happens. And I'm not saying I won't read for members on Wednesday, but what I'm saying is I more likely than not won't read a member on a Wednesday after reading them on a Monday. Probably won't happen. There's zero reason. Like, it's like, it makes no sense. Like, you haven't even let the energy take hold yet. It's like, hey, can you read me again? It's like, I just read you on Monday. Like, let the reading take hold. Like, nothing's happened. Energetically, it's been 48 hours. Like, what has happened? Like, how could have anything really have happened? Because I usually read like 6 to 8 weeks out. So how could anything really have transpired in that time? Be honest, you only had 2 sleeps. Right? And you'll feel a surge of energy, Teja V, like you said, when you get that next real second reading. And most people don't want to wait. They just want they want that surge of energy again. And they don't want to wait. They want that surge of energy. So I'm basically trying to set up guidelines, rules, guardrails to say, hey, hold back, wait. And if the rules are in place, and like I said, I'm not doing this for the money. I really am not. Wink, wink, XRP, everybody. Remember how I said it was going to go up? I told Fabina on Saturday, I said it's going to go up this week. And it's going up. But what I'm telling you guys is there's stuff that I can foresee. I can see things like 10 years out. But what I'm doing here, this is like a spiritual hobby. I'm trying to bring many, many, many lifetimes together. And I honestly don't care who cares. Like, I don't care what people think. Since I had 5 subscribers, I didn't care. I was on here for a different reason. I'm on here for a way different reason than every other I can tell you so many tarot readers are on here because they're like, I want to set myself free financially. That's not me. That's not why I'm here. That's not why I'm here. It's not. If you actually know who I am, that's not why I'm here. You'll see one day there'll be no more Cosmic. I'll just disappear from the channel. The channel would just be sitting at like whatever, you know, could be at like 4.3 million subscribers and I just won't be here anymore. And you'll be like, what the hell? Like, why would you walk? I'm letting you guys know now. I'm putting it out there in the universe. This isn't my end goal. This is not my my Mona Lisa. You know, this is not my masterpiece. This is not your masterpiece either. But if I'm gone, guess what happens? You guys will move on. You guys will keep going. So, I trust you guys as much as you don't want to believe it. My soul guides, my energy, I know what I see. You don't have to believe in yourself, but I'll still believe in you. That's the difference. Like, I'll still believe. I know what I see in you. But one thing you can't do is tell me what to do or convince me. That's the big difference. That's the big change in our society. And I'm very proud of the new generation who's like, you won't tell me how to operate. Because it's like, yes, no, you won't. Because you operate in a different value of sets of rules. You come in and you're different souls. I've talked about this before. Let's talk about healing frequencies, or let's talk about the spiritual archetypes. You know, I think a lot of us are light workers, but I talk about the rainbow children. Anyone born after 2000 out there? Anyone out there? You know, anyone have children or grandchildren born after 2000? Let me know. Are they fearless? Are they? Or do they have advanced psychic skills? That's what it is. Or they feel really disconnected. You can't connect to them. But you feel like, oh, I'm different. We're different. We're very different. You know? You could say you're very different. Or as an indigo child, you could say, well, we had mood disorders. You're a rainbow child. Now you're negative. But were you negative? Or did you have mood disorders? And like I was saying today, I was talking, I said, because my son was saying, like, they're trying to classify everybody with some kind of autism. He's like, then people are going to stop saying, I don't want to, don't classify me. True. Right? Because we're not trying to be classified. We're trying to enter a higher consciousness shift. That's what we want to do. Yes, we want to be grounded. We want to have some foundation, but we're trying to believe in one another. That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. Let's see. Leanne says, by the way, remember the first reading you gave where you, let's see, where the person lasted 3 weeks. I dumped him, but I wasn't heartbroken, and I did have ice cream because 2 weeks later, but because it was warm here. That's pretty funny. And that's the thing, is when I pick up on certain things. The birthmark theory. Leanne wants to know about the birthmark theory. Before I answer, what do you guys think? Have you guys heard? There's so many different things, and I think these things all correspond. But have you guys heard? Leanne's asking about the birthmark theory. And if you see this after the fact, don't say, well, I missed it. Get involved. Understand, what is the birthmark theory to you? Like, it's like saying, oh, well, you can't have a third eye. I can't see it. There's no way. We were talking about this on Discord. So if you haven't join Discord, because this stuff continues on afterwards. Like, all of us who are chatting here, join us. It's not a closed group. You know what I'm saying? Because for us, we continue these conversations, get deeper and deeper after this. I just enjoy the reading part of it so I could show you. That's what helps me get into that. But have you guys heard of that? Leanne wants to know if you guys have heard of the birthmark theory. And that's where all these, if you know the keyword theory, it's what we're trying to kind of bring together with a thought. But these are, like, for me, at least I've understood it from my guides to be some kind of energetic, like, imprint is the best way to put it. Or even like a residual mark from a past life. It's like, it's a wound. Like, oh, you have that because it's part of like a cosmic battle scar, right? I've seen it from a past life wound that you have, like a trauma or something. Like, that birthmark is on your face because that's where you took a wound and you have to show it. It could be a betrayal in past life, so you might have it, or it could be tied to some past life love. And other people believe it could be even celestial signature. It could be a soul map on somebody, a unique code for your purpose. If you look at it, it could be a karmic lesson or a spiritual gift, like almost like a thumbprint or a fingerprint, right? That's what other people believe. And some people go deeper, like family karma or a family or an energy portal. It's kind of like seeing like a chakra come through, or an energy center pop through on the outside of your skin. And it gets even deeper and deeper. Some people believe, and I don't know, I haven't explored this myself, that they're starseed markings. They represent like the extraterrestrial or interdimensional origins, you know, signs that your soul journey is connected to other realms. Think of it like a seal from a galactic lineage. Like you go beyond this time and space, and you're saying, hey, that I recognize that. And some people go, oh, I feel unfortunate. And it's not really an unfortunate thing. I had a cousin. I just actually reconnected with them on Facebook, but they had a really weird birthmark, and they kind of grew out of it. But when they were little, it was really tough. But birthmarks are always fascinating. I have one on my lower back, and you can still see it. When I was little, it was more prominent. So that's a lot of people get into that, like different thoughts and theories and those patterns, those energies that come through. But you know, and then you can say, well, scientifically, it's just cells, and yeah, obviously you could say that. But is that as fun? No, not even close. Not even close to as fun. Like, how can that be as fun? No, not even close. But yeah, there's a lot more that goes along with this. This is what I'm saying. I've done a lot of crazy, weird research because, yes, let's go read, like the Homer's, you know, Odyssey, you know, that kind of stuff. That stuff, I love that stuff. I've done it. I read it in college, and I've done those kind of books and theories. I've looked at stuff. You want a really cool book? Look at the energy codes. You know, look at those kind of books. Those texts allow us to get into the really deep understanding. I can give you guys a lot of really cool stuff that I looked at, interesting books that I've gotten into over the past few years. And that's one of those things. It makes me connect to you in a way that's soul connected. Because I'm not asking for anything. You know what I'm asking for is your honest, truthful, energetic connection. If you notice, I never even ask for you to share the channel. I never say, hey, if this resonated with you, please share. I don't even say that, because I feel like we're so highly evolved, me and you. And this doesn't matter if you're hearing this at this moment, if you're hearing this after the fact, just hit thumbs up. Let me know you heard this. You know what I'm saying? That lets me know you heard this. That thumbs up lets me know whenever I see a thumbs up or a follow or a like on any of the videos. That right there lets me know you and I, you're saying, hey, Cosmic, I hear you. We have a strong spiritual connection. Is it not on any video? It lets me know that you have connected with me. But when I do that, it gets me into a place where I have been working my entire life, not just a little bit, my entire life. I have been different my entire life in a lot of weird ways. A light worker, yes. But I've been working towards awakening, and a lot of people have been working towards hiding or going in the dark, or I like to use the word accountability. And a lot of my personal life, especially my family on both sides, they're not accountable. And it's interesting because they don't want to be accountable. It's someone else's fault. Not me. Let me explain to you. You know those people, right? So that's why I'm here. That's why I get into this energy, because I want you guys to understand it. Because I'm looking for you guys to connect to this energy in your own way. So, but it's a quiet evening. This is the new subscribers, and I think it could be even the title, and I might update the title here in just a second. If you give me a minute, I might update the title and just literally put, and this is what I did last week, and it changed, and I might change it. So give me a second. Let me update the title and watch. Let's see if this reflects it, because I don't think Wavelength Wednesdays is one of those titles I can keep, and I think we talked about this. I think Teja V said, I have a better name. So give me just a second here. Let me update the title. All right, let's see. I just updated the title. It says literally free live tarot, Wavelength Wednesdays. Let's see what I get. And I put new to tarot as the hashtag. So let's see. Let's see if this changes it. All right, you guys ready? This is the cool experiments I like to do. I have 26 views, 6 live viewers. Yeah, see? See how that works? Watch. Isn't this a very interesting way to do this? Hey, hi, people. How you doing, love reading? If you're looking for a free reading, let me know. Hit exclamation point join, jump in here. We're looking for you. We've been waiting for you. We've been waiting for you. Literally, I just updated the title. I want to see if this changed things. See, Dorella's here. See what I'm saying? Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? How cool is that? You guys should go back and rewatch that. I updated the title to see what would happen. If you guys are ever into tarot or you're into making your own YouTube channels, I literally I'm doing like a little experiment, making these videos and stuff. But what's happening is I'm testing the theory as I make, because I make different content. I'm not making different channels. I'm a one-stop shop. I want to do it like this. I'm not trying to make $1 billion out of this channel. I'm really not. But I am fascinated with the process, the algorithm, and you can see it as it's growing. I'm building. It's the shorts. Hey, how did you ask? I'm going to ask you guys a simple question. I'm going to put this out there. Even after the fact, light up the comments. And the comments don't really light up too much. The Zodiac, the weekly Zodiac does. I gotta say, you guys do make that happen. The likes do. I gotta say, you guys are making that wave. I do appreciate you. And Brenduska and I were talking. Brenduska's right. If you guys hit that like button, it affects the algorithm. It draws more in. It makes this more fun for everybody. You, me, everybody. It draws more people in, just like you. But the comments. I wonder, like, how the comments affects the channel. Like, I bet you it does. I bet you it does really affect it. But I'm really into this in the respect that I think this is a wonderful way to kind of grow the channel. It's us. Is it buffering for anyone else? Cindy, is it buffering just for you? Mr. C, can you sense if you know me? Interesting. Why don't you join the queue, love reading? Can you use exclamation point join? Can I read you? Would you mind if I read you? If you use exclamation point join. That would be more fun for me. I would love that as an opening reading, or if you want to hang out here for a while, let your energy percolate with us. Spend some time chatting with us. I would love that. I would actually love that chance to kind of figure that out. If you, I mean, I know you would too. So love reading, that would be very fun. Not for nothing, and that would be an amazing way to kind of figure this out. But because you're a new subscriber, you are definitely due for a reading. But I'm trying to make Wednesdays just about new subscribers. It does matter. It doesn't matter. If you're a new subscriber to the channel, let me know. Make some noise. Exclamation point join. Type your question. Join it. Don't be afraid. Get in here. I will protect you. Like, I will protect you. I will kick people out. I'll kick everybody out of here and leave it for us. Everyone knows that. This is us. You're more important. This is your night. As a new subscriber, I cherish the fact that you're on here. Everyone knows that. Like, members only, I lock everybody else out. But I want you on this channel because you bring something unique, that your soul is special to me in the respect that, like, when we leave this planet, when we move on and we decide what we're going to do after here, you and I will talk, and you subscribed for a reason. There's something that resonated, and I wish I could say, oh, this is me, you owe me. But I'm a conduit. I'm a conduit from whatever's coming in to whatever goes to you. So it's most likely your higher self coming through. It could be a higher knowledge, higher energy. Great. Am I 100% accurate? No, I don't think that's possible. But I do aim to be about 80% accurate, just so you all understand that. Deja vu. You guys see that? Deja vu. He's trying to... Love reading is Deja vu. That's who Deja vu is. Deja vu made a second account. Second channel. Sophia's here. So any of your subscribers, feel free to join in. If you have a great question, feel free to join in. You know what I'm saying? Love reading. You are not a new sub. Look at you trying to sneak in. That's just sad. That's sad. You shouldn't have said anything. I should have read. Because look, this Capricorn. I'm sorry. That's Taurus energy right here. Look at this hidden energy. I would have got it. I would have got it. I would have got it. Yeah. I would have got it. Yep. Yep. King of Pentacles. No, Chanley, it's not about... That's proving to Deja vu and the hidden account that I would have got it. Yeah. There's no one in the queue, Cindy. Who am I supposed to read? Like, there's no... Hold on, Dorella's in now. There we go. That's what I'm waiting for. Like, I gotta wait someone join in. I can't just read nobody. Everyone's just enjoying the chat, Cindy. You gotta relax. Enjoy the chatting. See? When the water sign reach out to me. Cindy's getting excited, huh? There you go, Sophia. I think you guys are just assuming there's people here, and you guys are just enjoying it. And sometimes we can just have fun and talk. Yeah. No, I'm not a mutant. I can enjoy talking to you guys, Cindy. I'm not a robot. I love talking to I love talking to subscribers. So no, I will not read all. Unfortunately. But I will read Dorella and Sophia. Thank you for taking your time to hang out with us today. And for being polite. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm waiting. And the other thing is, Cindy, this is what I'm doing is I'm not tying myself up with other people for readings. All right, here we go, Dorella. Let's see. Water sign. When will a water sign reach out? I know, it's hard for you to see. We're going to get you some glasses, Cindy. That's all. All right, so I'm trying not to tie myself up on Wednesday, Cindy. That's all. So on Mondays, I can read you guys, all you guys. That's all. There we go. This is for you. That's for you. All right, this is yours. So what we're getting here, and I think what we were talking about earlier, and I don't even know if you were on this. You might not have been on here earlier for this, Dorella. We were talking a little bit about the indigo children, the star seeds. This is like an infinite. So I love having the infinity symbol in this cornerstone. One of the things about the infinity symbol in the cornerstone here, it allows us to kind of grow exponentially, right? Or even, I guess, infinitely. The Two of Pentacles is Capricorn energy, devil in the details. Water sign, clearly we have the cups here. This is the, what's this, the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is Scorpio, water sign. Knight of Cups could be death sign, could be a change coming in. Just being very honest with you, let's center this card because I'm curious to see what comes in next here. One of the things you guys have to pay attention to is the lines in between these cards. It does matter. See, here's the cups again. Here's your water sign. Someone could be playing hard to get. That's what I'm getting. Angelic energy. Could be a long play here. I don't know if this is for you or them, but there's a long play. 10 of Cups is March 11th to March 20th, but it's more moon sign energy. It's Pisces energy. Knight of Cups. It's the offer behind the scenes. The offer behind the scenes, Dorella. Let's keep pulling. What's the here and now? Oh, look at this. You guys see that? You guys all see that. I know you see this. See the fighting? I'm going to put this off to the side because I don't know what that actually means because that's not your third card out here. I don't know why that's here. It could be Aquarius energy. Five of Swords is, it's really end of January energy. And the cards are jumping. And here is what I expected to see. That's what I expected to see. Look at all the cups. This is not quite past life, but it is destiny. The word destiny comes up. Work related, Akashic energy put you in, could be Akashic work. But remember I said watch the line, see how I can't get. I usually like to be butt up against to this, but see how I can't? You're creating a really interesting geometric pattern here. This is Akashic energy that's tied into an angelic energy that's being handed down from higher self. What are we getting ourselves into, Dorella? The soul's reaching out here, wanting this, controlling this. That's what I think is. I think we're almost really pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone. That's what this is, way outside our comfort zone. But I like what you're doing here. It's a really unique way to push yourself outside your comfort zone. To reiterate, you're asking when will the water sign reach out to you? This is July, August. This is Akashic delay. This is Akashic energy. You almost feel like it should have happened probably a few weeks ago. It's all planned. This is great energy. There's no ending energy. There's nothing here. I can tell you this is by the hand of the angel. This is life lesson. King of Pentacles, hold your line. Right here is King of Pentacles is actually Taurus season, so we're talking about now. This has just gone into effect. It's going to be over, or it's going to be finishing by May 20th. I'm going to be very honest with you. Logically, you feel like it should have been done, or something got in the way spiritually by March 20th. Look at Be happy, be you. Do not get into a negative mindset. Like, I really am telling you, do not get into a negative mindset. Everything's going to work out amazingly for you. I don't see another person. I just see a lot of you. Logically, you see the two of you together. I see that happening. You see that happening. Look at this. Ace. Akashic Ace. Yeah. You see this. You know you're tied together. Remember how I said watch the lines here. You're not together. You're not together. But something comes down. This is the underneath it all. Look at 2 cards. Output. This is solar output. This is like what you put out at the end of this. Like, you're no longer hiding. You're the one. You are the one. I think you're willing to fight for whatever this is, but I don't think you have to. I think you've already won. Maybe this is Aquarius energy? Or is Aquarius energy involved? There's the water sign. There's the moon energy right there. That's water energy right there. I mean, very clearly, there's water energy here. There's water energy here. This is the here and now, just so you know. When I'm talking about this tells me we're getting into the king or queen of the hill. You've already won. They want me to stay on this deck. Brand new start. I don't know if you never dated, almost dated, feel like you should have dated, but this is brand new start. This is taking a leap of faith. Akashic energy working on it. We're taking a leap of faith. There it is again. Water sign. You had a false start what I'm feeling. A false start would be Pisces energy. Like, could be flirtatious. It really could be flirtatious energy. You're really falling into this, like, what is this? Your heart beats faster kind of thing, right? Real big gaps of time, space, energy, feeling. Divine partnership here. This is by the hand of the angel. This is Akashic energy. We're getting into this divine partnership, but this is by the hand of an angel. This person, this feeling, whatever this is, there is nothing negative. We're not pulling any like tens of swords. We're not pulling anything that's going to make me get into a negative mindset, like the devil card. We're getting devil in the details, but we're getting ancient energy. We're getting back together energy. I feel like you guys were together, but not in the way you wanted to, but you have to get back together to have this new start. Does that make sense? I think it does. Here we go. Look at, yeah. This Akashic energy turns into an angelic hand, but you have almost like a full house. Let's connect the cornerstones here. You're the one. This I like. This is ethereal energy. Your ether, your spirit. Align your desire to how you feel to your output. It's kind of like saying, you can't just say, and I've been guilty of this. Fapino will back me up. Like, I've done this with a Google call option. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with investments, but like, I was like, this Google call option is gonna work. And I knew it wasn't inside, but I'm like, yes, it is. It's called hopium. This is not that. This is like I knew I was gonna lose money. Like, I gotta tell you, like, I knew, Pepina knew, and I both knew, but I would outright say, no. Your words carry power, but only to so much. You have to basically align. It's your heart, mind, soul. Like, you have to align all three, and you're doing that, and this person's doing that. This is your strength. Nothing bad's coming out of this. Like, this is like you're going very slow, small steps. When will they reach out? It's definitely within like the next few weeks. It's Taurus season. We're saying by the end May, because Gemini would come in here. Well, we'd have either the Knight of Swords or the Lover's card or Gemini. If it's even in there, we would have the Cancer card, the Chariot, the Queen of Cups. We would have that nothing. We would have the King of Wands, which is a possibility, but we don't have that. We would have the Leo energy, right? We'd have the Strength card, nothing. But what I do see, and I strongly see, is the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Like, that's the outcome. There's stuck energy here. You're lucky. Like, you know it's happening. You almost feel like they want you. They desire you. They do want to talk to you. There's the cup, but we have some kind of desire, but it's being held back by the divine. This is pure energy. This is to make it work better. Imagine I said, hey, let's plant the seed right now. But we're gonna have a frost. It's gonna get really cold. You're gonna get no rain. But if I told you the perfect time to plant this divine seed with this water sign, what would happen? What would happen? Your relationship would flourish. And the divine is saying, I'm just relaying the message to you that this is going to happen at the end of Taurus season, which we're absolutely in right now. You feel it. I'm letting you know you're right. You're not wrong. You're absolutely right. Brand new start is taking effect, but you have to get back together with them, and that's stuck, and it's stuck in alignment. It's Akashic energy. You're resolving some energy. Maybe you have to forgive yourself just a little bit. Possible? Maybe. It could be. You could be trying to forgive yourself. I could see that. I could absolutely see that. Because one of those things is you have to realize that you have to start with I am centered. Like, you know, you are the beginning. And you have to realize that you're the light. No, nobody else makes you as happy as you. You are free. Like, that's where we start to begin. Because once you realize that you're the you refuge from yourself, this other person, they're going to come in and start to complete what you have started. They're going to realize that you are the center. You're the light. That energy. People are going to add to that, not subtract. And I think you fully understand that, but they're coming in at the end of Taurus season. That I see. You just have to basically hold off. You're very strong and you're very powerful. That we get. There it is again. It's a built-in checkout. I don't usually get that, so I feel very confident in this. And that's why we take our time to read. That's boss mode. That's boss mode. I like that. All right. If you're just joining in, you're taking some time. This is for new subscribers. We're taking Wednesday. We're hanging back. We're using this time for subscribers, new subscribers. Mondays are for Mondays only, for members only Mondays. Members only Mondays? Is that we saying that right? Members only Mondays? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Anyway, but I'll also be back on Friday for Zodiac. I usually sign in around 6. Don't hold me to that. But what I do is I sign in around 6 o'clock on Fridays. I've been kind of like just taking my time. Last few weeks, what I was doing is I kind of was like, I just read like Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and I took a big break. But what I realized is it's probably better for me to read the fire signs. So I went Aries, Leo, Sag, break, and I kind of hopped on chat. Then I went back and I read Taurus, Virgo, Cap, took a break. Then I went on chat. Then I read Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, went on chat. It worked out much better that way for me. So if you're around Friday, around 6 p.m. at night Eastern, come hang out. I'll read your zodiac. I will be reading your zodiac. It will happen. So I always look for someone to kind of help me out. Last week it was Brenduska. A couple weeks ago it was Country. But what happens is a couple of you guys definitely help me out. You just tag, bookmark the timestamps there and just let me know and say, hey, these are the bookmarks for us, so we can just say timestamp, and you just kind of go back and I just pin it, or you can do it yourself. It's up to you. That helps me out. I appreciate that. It really does. I used to hear clock. Yeah. So what it does is it lets you guys get a reading from me without me. Like Anna, for example. Anna doesn't like me reading them. They love the channel. They love the teaching content. And that's the other thing is I'll have new teaching content coming out. Absolutely. I love that. That's one of my favorite things to do on the channel is they put the teaching content out. That's one of my favorite things is I go and put that out. So I'm going to actually do the teaching content again. I may or may not do the layouts. I'm kind of in the fence on that. But I will absolutely, once we hit the summertime, probably by May, end of May, June, you'll see me come back and I'll start redoing the Fool, come back, do the Hierophant, and start doing all the cards again. But I'll do my interpretation, not just with the books and what I learned over the years and all my assimilated knowledge through all of my learning. I'll teach you what I've learned from my own lens. And I'll come back and say, here's the Fool card. This is Cosmic's interpretation of the Fool card. And I'm going to do a second playlist of uprights and reversals. So Anna loves that. Yeah. So I like to do my own. So like when I do the 9-card layout, That's one of the things I like to do. It's no wrench Wednesday. So like doing a Celtic cross or like those kind of things. There's you can find out from a lot of different readers, but I can tell you how I interpret it. So that's not done. Like what I do is I let that stuff kind of take hold. So I just finished it, probably about a few months ago. So what I'll do is I'll come back and then I'll do it again. You'll see me do it over and over and over and over, and I'll keep doing it. And then what you'll see is like a cross correlation of like what the books say and what I say. But really what you're gonna end up getting is like 2 cards. I'll randomly pull 2 cards and I'll say, this is what I see and why I see it. And I'll go into it in depth. And I'll say, this is why I'm seeing it. And I'll point out the exact reason. Not reading anything in particular, but I'll just pull out and I'll say, this is why this is Libra. And I'll say, you might have a Libra and you might have an Aquarius dating, or you might have this. And I'll say, this is why I'm seeing it. Kind of like, it's like an evolution of the education of tarot for you. I'll say the books might say this, and I do that. And I'll actually pull. I'll say, well, because this is a 4 of Swords, this is October 13th to, October 22nd, And that's taken me a little while because that's a lot of knowledge. That's a lot of knowledge to kind of memorize. But I'm trying to just remember it like that. Like I know the Aquarius is Star card, Capricorn's Devil, Virgo's Hermit. But those kind of cards are really fun. And if I try to remember to just say it to you, Leo's the Strength. And then you guys you'll hear me say it to you. Anyway, let's get, Sophia A and Eminem. Love M&Ms. I love M&Ms. I was going to buy some M&Ms today. I know it sounds so silly to say it, but that's like one of those things. I was like, if I buy M&Ms or, and I was like, no, I'm going to wait. All right, Sophia, this is for you. So Sophia, do you have a question you actually want to ask, or is there anything you just love? What's coming in for you for love? That's all I need to know. Chocolate and strawberries? What about that? Chocolate covered strawberries? See, starting a little revolution here, Eminem. Whoa, my God. That was just me. Papina, do you remember when I was little and I was bleach blonde? Do you remember this? We were talking about that yesterday. And then I grew up, and then I was like brown hair. Now it's like this, like I'm getting gray in the hair. So, but now it's going blondish again. It's so interesting. Yeah, I was bleach blonde. I'm trying to think, like Nicole Eggert, if you ever seen her, it's like bleach blonde, like platinum blonde. It was so crazy. And we were talking about that yesterday. Like, it was so interesting. And I've never seen it. Like, I have students, and I'm like, I've never seen that on a student. Anyway. All right. Here we go. This is for you. Sophia. Love. What's coming in? What's coming in for Sophia and love? Sophia. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why I was thinking about the bleach blonde. Maybe I'm thinking about a blonde person for you, Sophia. Could be, there could be an Aquarius or Aquarius energy. There's Aquarius right here, because that's what I'm getting right now. That's interesting. There's angelic energy right here. Two people on the mind. They haven't figured out. There's knowledge, or they like to study. They like to move on, figure it out. Long-term stability here as well. This could be you, could be them. There is heart, mind, soul center. There's a gray area. There's in between here, there, and everywhere. So they really like to get deep. Whoever this partner is, this could be a person. There is a divine masculine feeling to this. There is long-term stability. What is the here and now? That's logic. This could be you, but this could be you wanting something. Unless you're the divine masculine. You know what you don't take no BS. You'll cut people off. This could be you. Look at this life lesson. You could be on this earth to figure out all your life lessons. There's your keys. You have the 2 people here basically watching you. You might have 1 or 2 people interested in you. That could be what's going down. Hierophant is Taurus energy. There's the lovers. Yep. Could have 2 people coming in. That could be what's coming down. I don't know what your sign is. Unless you have air sign energy, that's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for coming in really strong, just so you know. Hierophant energy is showing me that we have, jeez, this could be you. You could be the one who's throwing the cards. Yeah. I'm sorry, this could be actually you who's tossing these cards around. Heart chakra, here we go. Let's take a look at your heart chakra. Yeah, look at this. Mid-deck pull, Sophia. I mean, from what I get here, you're an amazing partner. You're an amazing pick. You're not only deep, you're really someone who's a long-term stable partner. Really. If you get to know you, you get to connect to you, get to understand you, yin to your yang, push to your pull, I think you're a great life lesson partner. You're someone who's willing to love equally. Give as much as they give. Put out, give, take equally. What are you going to put out? I'm going to give back as much as you are. Look at this. It's sneaky though. You're not going to put out and give extra unless they do. And I know it sounds really unfair, but I think that's how we've gotten into this world, this life, because this right here is the angelic sneak. This is the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords represents the Aquarius energy. This is that air sign energy, star energy. This could be you. You could be really, really highly sought after, and I don't think maybe you don't even know it. But people want you, and I think it's for your intelligence. It could be for something you bring to the table. There's 2 more people. There's a desire by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There could be quite a few people that you leave in the Akashic energy. You might be learning from people as you move through your lifetime. And I'm not saying you date a lot, but there could be people that you have leave people heartbroken. I don't see the 3 of Swords here yet, but I definitely feel like you leave people heartbroken. See how there's 2? There's always like 2 people. And you leave the other person with a life lesson. That's really powerful energy. June, July is the deadline where you choose your next partner. This is not someone choosing you. I'm going to make that very, very clear. The moment we started talking and you basically asked about love life, I'm like, oh, you mean you pick. Because it's you choosing. No doubt. The only thing that would make this better is if I pulled another 4 of Pentacles. But what this comes down to is once you get down to your root chakra, this is about you finding depth in your partnership. The moon energy, the Knight of Cups, someone who's going to be willing to love you. Basically caress your face, whisper in your ear, say, hey, I have a secret to tell you, make you vulnerable. But not forcefully disarm you. Disarm you with words, disarm you with passion. There it is. There's the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is giving me that understanding. You're figuring it out. Taurus, life lesson. There it is. That's this. That's this Knight of Pentacles. That's this. That's getting into this. What we're figuring it out is you're going Hermit energy. Because you're leading into this deep life lesson. You're figuring it out. There it is. I'm telling you. This is your go harmony. You're not going to... Why would you go against the grain when you can go with the grain? When there's 2 people in front of you, you're going to pick the one that makes you feel best. It's not your fault. There's that Lady Justice. I told you, Libra energy. I knew it was coming. And I knew it was coming up in the logic. And here it is. It's Akashic energy. You have it literally written all over your soul. I could read it like a mile out. This is why I like kind of getting into this energy. See, there's a person on your mind. You always have one. There's 2 people you're talking to, but you're like, I'm obviously going to pick you because there's these major things I can learn from you. You have almost soul destiny or angelic energy. you don't realize that you don't say, hey, I'm probably not going to go all the way in my journey with you, but you're going to get me to a certain point where I can learn. 10 of Pentacles, this is money, happiness, love, abundance, and this is not someone you're going to basically use. It's that Virgo Hermit energy. This is the end of the line. Wherever you're heading to completion. You're heading to complete success. This is $1 million payday, but this could be $1.5 million payday. This is more than that. We're heading to almost 2 million. 2.1, 2.5. Yeah. Whatever this is, this partner has to challenge you because you're trying to not just be status quo, right? Status woe is what I just heard. See, status woe. When you put the work in, it makes you better. You don't want to sit there and just be like, hey, you want to be what's going to make you better, not better than them, better than you, better than your old version of you. See, there it is. It puts you outside your comfort zone. There it is. All these other past partners would never push you to go and be better than you. Better than you, better than you, not better than them, better than you. And that's what we're getting here. That's what leaves you in heartbreak. There is that Lady Justice. I'm telling you, I can see it very clearly. And you want them to push you. Fall in love is easy, but it's how you push yourself afterwards. It left you empty. There's the Gemini lover energy. You want to be more than friends. It's friends, lovers, and you want to be left changed. That's what this comes down to. There's your sword. There's that sword. There's the Justice sword. See the sword? This is the Lady Justice sword. There's so much more here, though. There's so much more here. It's literally like I just opened the first 3 pages of a novel. What is absolutely happening? Because some people choose peace. They choose now. Like you're choosing like to embrace the quiet path for so long, and then your partner and you are like, okay, now we're gonna get to work. Now that we trust each other, let's get to work. And that other partner doesn't always do that. Some of them are like, no, this is who I am. I'm just gonna do nothing. And you're like, no, that's not who I am. And you almost feel like you picked wrong, and that's not what you did. You didn't pick incorrectly. It got you to this. You've always been moving forward. Your highest self keeps telling me over and over, you're at peace. You're at peace with the unknown. And your soul is radiating calm. I don't know if this is from your inner peace, your inner joy. But by being who you are, you draw in these souls, these others. And they want you, they desire you. And ultimately, you do pick. You pick one of 2 people. And it happens consistently. It could be 2 friends, a choice of 2 cars, it's always 2, but you always pick. And I feel like it's 2 people, but it's always 2. You can see there's always a choice of 2. And you leave one person or one thing out. And when you make that choice, other people, it reverberates. It really does, because once you make that other choice, they say, well, Sophia didn't choose that one. And it leaves other people questioning. It's a strong choice. You do it with clear intention. You don't just make it haphazardly. And then you move forward. Your higher self is really reaching back and down to you and letting you know that you are a powerful, powerful being. You have to be grateful. However, your next moment of choice comes in unequivocally. There's an angel letting you know, and I mean this very clearly, an angel's letting you know this happens in June. Could be Cancer season, but it comes by in June 1st. It starts to happen. Because your soul's radiating, and you don't have to choose earlier. You're doing something else in this moment, in this time, and it's peaceful. Whatever it is, it's finding peace within yourself. It's guiding love and light in others. Your soul is thriving in the stillness of whatever it is right now, and you're gentle enough to let yourself know that. Whatever you're doing, you do it in such a passionate, peaceful way that it settles others. I'm just letting you know that. Your intuition's probably going to come in next. That's the best way to put it, because your vulnerability is setting you up for this. You're going to have a built-in like safety mechanism or protection. But June is absolutely unequivocally happening. Yeah, there's your intuition. Do yourself a favor, Sophia. Look this up later. Say, or even ask your favorite AI and say, hey, what is the high priestess equivalent to? And watch what it tells you. That's how confident I am on your reading. All right. And there was an A. How are you guys doing? June is your B day. That might be... so are you a Cancer? That's it's really, I could keep going. Like, that's the thing, is like I'm just reading. It's like I'm reading a book. So it's like this, and I'm just slowly reading the pages, and I'm just going down. And it's just getting better and better as it reads. Well, Cancer's your Venus. That makes sense. Yeah. You have like Cleopatra kind of energy. It's very powerful, very demanding, but it's also, it sets people on a trajectory. I mean, you may even end up in a divorce later on in life, but for the betterment of that other person. You're like, I'm going to set you free. Like this, the marriage, divorce, you're fine. You end up fine. Like, it's literally a life lesson. It's like a kiss on the forehead to the partner, and then they're free. And you're like, you'll see. You'll be so much better now. I'm not saying that's what happens, but it's that's the kind of energy you put out. You have such a divine masculine lover energy. But it's kind of this is your divine masculine, right? But it's wrapped in a divine feminine. You're like, as soon as we start talking about love, you're like, oh, you want to talk lover? It pops with like Empress energy, but powerful. It's like you demand only the most powerful person who's going to bring the best out of you. And the minute that settles, you're like, no. All right, hey. Hey. All right, do you have a question? Hey. Sophia, so whatever this is, it's a transition for you, I'm telling you. Because something's coming down. Like, you are flipping the switch, something's happening. Like, I'm very confident in this for you. Your mantras are kicking up. This is happening. Like, I can tell you. I'm very happy for you. You can tell, you can actually hear it in my voice. I'm very happy for you. This is happening. This is like... what I see for you is like you walking up. It's like you're walking up to a bar, looking at someone and say, "How about you buy me a drink?" And the guy's like, "Okay." It's that power. And the guy's so off put by you being so powerful, he does it. And you're like, and you walk away. Hey, thank you. And he's like, can I have your number? You're like, no, but thank you for the drink. That. No, don't wait. It's happening. This is already in motion. You slowly test it out and try it. You go with your most beautifully divine self and say, I'm going to go out. I'm going to be I'm going to be inside and I'll let that person out. One night, I'm going to go out and be that person. I am in charge. This is my domain for one night. And you're going to do it. And you're going to see how powerful you become. And you're gonna be like, what is this? All right, A. General reading it is. General reading. Let's see. Yeah, see, you're vibrating a soul. See how they're see the cup. You had the cup here. They have the Akasha cup here. They're tapping into their own Akashic energy. They're tapping into their own divine energy. They're feeling that. How have you never dated when your soul sounds so beautiful? See, they're feeling the love that you're emotionally stimulating another soul tribe. See, look, it's sneaky, sneaky energy. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Look, see, you're look at life lesson. See, Pentacles, manifestation. They're realizing the existence of another soul. You guys are communicating on an energetic, vibrational soul level. See? This is what comes in. You guys are realizing, wow, this happens. This is real. This Two of Pentacles is Devil in the Details, Capricorn energy. That's what we're starting to see. This is Queen of Pentacles energy. We might actually see a Queen of Pentacles pop up here. That's what we start to see here, A. Bold creative decision. That's where we get reaching back into the past. We look across this filter, across this vibration, across this infinite vibration, realizing, wow, I believe in this. I believe in all of these things esoteric. I cross the bounds. I realize that I see beyond this. I have my own experiences. Whatever this is, it gives you that moment of realizing that something has happened in your past to bring you to this moment of seeing this, to recognize that we're starting to cross two readings into one. See? Look at Sun energy. Millions to one. This is probably a billions to one at this point that we're starting to get some of the same cards. Not saying you guys are related, but bringing that energy from another person's energy, vibrating at such a high frequency that it affects me, that brings it out and saying, hey, look, we're affecting a person's reading. It brings you to vulnerability. So it brings the next person out, A, being that person, hey, be vulnerable. Let the sun out. Let your inner child out. Let that inner child be. Because what that does is it's a sneaky angel. You don't think you'll be a little bit protected here? You don't think that will grow you and let you be who you are? Money coming in, growth. Look at life. This is completion. This is Akashic completion. We're here to complete life lessons. We were talking about this earlier. We're trying to get into that moment of completion. Because when we dwell in the past, nothing good comes. But when we dwell in the present, great comes. I call it living in the now. We're not supposed to live in the past, but we can look past the filter of the infinite into the past and say, wow, look at all the wonderful things I accomplished to get here in the now. Not live in the moment, not live in the glory days. Because you're a whole, you are who you are to get here, and that's one of these things that you can actually spark and you can ignite from such a soul of another person. That's awesome. Your spirit is free. It is at ease. It's recognizing that the spark, the fire, can happen. Look at brand new start coming in for you. Jumping into this brand new you, this brand new fire, this brand new vulnerability allows you to create. This is a manifestive. This here allows you to create. I don't know if you're trying to manifest, but we open up to the idea that the universe is talking to you. The lattice is talking to you, which is basically the underpinnings of if I go through this door, what happens, down the street? They seem unrelated. Or you guys ever hear of the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, the separation there? This is the divine playing a hand. We get that angel, affecting you. I like to say, hey, I lost my keys. You ask for help, and here the keys come. Why just check there? How wild. Yes, it's because the universe or whoever you want to believe helps you. Are you wrong? No, you're absolutely right. Whoever that person is that you say helps you, it helped you. And everyone says, well, how can that be? Because it's your universe. You are the absolute nucleus, the center of your own universe. When we come together, our universes come together. That's why it's so wild and crazy and over the top amazing when we open to balance in our life with other people. When you are aligned to divine timing, when you don't force a relationship with another person, when you bring calm into someone else's life and not chaos, and you're not just saying no to cause them to be stressed. And a lot of people want peace in their life, and you go, great, I'll offer you peace. Because a lot of us want to be rooted in light, truth, simplicity, and trust in life's what I call ebb and flow. And that's what you're doing here, and you're recognizing that in someone else's reading. So, when you're getting into this, you're seeing the divine hand at play, and you can see it here with an angel. Not every time does an angel come in. That Temperance card is equivalent to patience, Sag energy, Sagittarius. It might take you to the end of this year. It might take you to November, December to master the idea or the hand of an angel to maybe find love. or to find the divine cup. That's okay. Most of my readings read out 6 to 8 weeks, 6 to 8 months, and that's okay. Even for me, I don't rush anything I create. Think about when you're trying to make a fine meal for someone. Is it something you throw in the microwave and say, hey, we're all set, we can have dinner now, it's done, 3.5 minutes, it's all done? Or do you sit there, is the meal that's prepared by the hand of an amazing chef or someone you love better? That's what has to happen. You're basically working your way to create this brand new start. It could be anything. It could be love, but there's something left out in the cold, in the dark. One flower is lacking the sunshine, and that's a sunflower, the thing it needs, and that's that negativity. We have to honor your soul's needs. Maybe it's quiet. It could be the alone time. Fast-moving action. This is one of those cards I just pulled before I started this, but this is one of those things I was checking in on. This is a lightning bolt. This Eight of Swords basically allows me to see Sagittarius energy. It's November 23rd to December 2nd, but it targets that timeline saying, don't think of it as now. Think of it as I'm working myself to build and become stronger. Imagine you were working out, right? You were lifting weights. Would you expect this to be all done by tomorrow? Why? Why not? Because we expect our bodies to become bigger, stronger, more toned, whatever it is you're working on. If you're going to be a runner and try running distance, gaining speed, or cutting off time, you have to work your way into a better shape. It works shape or whatever. It works its time. It has to take some effort to get there, right? Clear intentions. Set your intention. Just never let go. And all you're doing is saying, every day I want to try to get better. I put that intention in there, try to get better. And that's what you've been doing. And honor your soul. Honor your soul. It could be for quiet. It could be for getting better, being more vulnerable. And this is your outcome. This is an angelic touch card. Maybe you had a heart-to-heart conversation with the universe. You probably did. You probably had a heart-to-heart conversation with your guides. Probably did. It could have been even an elder. It could have been someone that you admire, someone that you care about. You probably had heart-to-heart conversations with other people. I don't see cups here, but I do see openness, which is a very good sign. You have clear intentions, also a very good sign. You're holding the cup, so you're willing to talk. So when you're going with that life's ebb and flow and you're trying to go with whatever this is, you're trusting the universe, you're trusting the frequency, you're trusting the filter where you're looking back. You're not fighting it. So whatever this is, you're probably willing to have that conversation. Angels everywhere. You're willing to accept judgment, whatever it is. That I also see as accountability. I love this because you're not afraid of it. That's my, I own it, my mistake, my fault, right? Look, cup, that immediately someone says, let's talk. That's what we're looking for. The angels say, just own it. That's all you're going to do. And then passion ensues. You know, I really like you. I like how honest you are. And that's a really strong feature, isn't it? Because when you are honest, what happens? It brings in passion. It brings in past life. It brings in that person across the filter of infinity saying, I got something to tell you. I'm a little reserved, but I have passion. I have the wand that you have, and I have past life. I know your clear intention. I want to follow this. Whatever you're bringing to the table, they want to bring the same. Interesting. Think of the negatives. Think about all the past relationships you've ever had, things you've done negatively in a past relationship. This is for everybody out there. Anytime you've done wrong to a person, it's come back and hurt you, hasn't it? This here, fast-moving action. If you are honest, open, and forgiving, and very good, we all have skeletons, and that's what we're trying to point to. Look, justice. Lady Justice, look at this. Getting to work. This is Akashic Energy, mid-deck pull. I think we have to work on ourselves, and that's what we're trying to get to, because we're releasing the need for change, because we can't change everybody. We just have to allow ourselves to just be, and sometimes that's not easy, is it? And we have to go through those phases. Maybe sometimes it's, it's anger, grief, remorse. And whatever this is, once we're getting into that, unconditional love or loss of somebody, we have to realize it's okay to let people go. We have to move on. And that's where it's okay. The angels have our back. We're very open. We're not only open, we're fully committed to being in the wisdom of the light of the universe. And once you let go and you're free, you have that. You have the moment to accept each breath and be sacred to that moment, whatever it is, because the sun is out. I love the sun card. I talk about it. Even if it's in reverse, it's a good card. It's always a good card because you are open to the internal flow of life, and you are so open to it, you're seeing it in other people's readings. Ask yourself, how often do you see this in other people's readings? Let's get this. This is notification from the top down. The universe has reached out to you very much from the ether, saying from your divine counterpart, maybe even from other people, from messages, tarot readings. It could be from anything where you're feeling resonating. You're saying that felt like it meant something. It's giving you the moment to realize all of this pain, all of this anguish has been at the hands of an angel. It feels really rough to say, I know. But this is going away quick. We're just holding back. We're at the last moment. Hermit card energy is saying we're just taking one last look. It's not bad. We take one last look. It's a Virgo energy. We could absolutely be moving into August, into September. One last look. We're going to be hitting the 10 Pentacles. That's the moment we put all that hard work and we put it to use. It's a personal quest. The spiritual illumination hits. You could be hitting money. And I don't even know if you're looking for money, but this card represents 8, 9, 10 in Pentacles. It's saying, hey, you maybe put a wish out there, money's coming in, and it's not necessarily about self-respect or love, but it's more than that. Because this is not about love, it's about justice and about getting what you've asked for. And you could have asked the universe for something because the rod of knowledge is in your hand. And what I do here is I bridge the cards. I bridge the cards and I try to see what this actually means. And here's your brand new start. You're fighting for it. It's coming in, but it's going to be better than you've ever expected. Once you get over that heart, the anger, the grief, whatever this is, it's not a 3 of Swords card. It's more than that. Most people say, oh, I miss them. No, you're like, I miss them, but I'm doing the work. Or I missed them and I'm doing the work. You're on your own journey. I love this. You have an angel, or angels at your on your side. Emotions are playing a big part here. That's what I like. Your chakras are doing the work. We love this. So I'm just going to split the decks up just a little bit here because you have definitely made the energy wild. It's like you made the waters choppy, but it's good. It's deep energy. It's a lot of deep energy. We like that. So I'm just going to mix up the decks a little bit. All right, let me go back to chat. Let me see what I get out of this. All right, up next we have M and M. But after that, let's see what we have here. I think we attach a lot to a lot of things, but very good energy. I mean, honestly, it's all good. It's all good. All right, how are we doing out here? I say out here like I'm walking back out. Well, it's not for no reason. You miss them for some reason. Think about it. There has to be a reason. It could be spiritual. They could be your soul tribe. You could feel them. Maybe something happened in past life. That's what that is. That wands, that Knight of Wands is past life energy, just so you know. So a lot of your relationships probably are past life, and you probably feel past life connection, and the transition's real. And it's good news, honestly. There's nothing bad about your readings. No, I know. That's awesome. So anything with the academics would be like swords, and I can tell you unequivocally, you're holding a complete sword a couple times. So whenever I pull a sword, it's you are absolutely doing well. It's sneaky, but you are holding the 7 of Swords in the logic position up here, angelically. You're doing fine in school. And I pulled the Queen of Swords too. Those swords are all intelligence based. All right, let's see here. Eminem wants to know Jeez, Eminem. Eminem is like 3 questions. Ready? Eminem, ready? How is Faith feeling currently? Does she miss me? How is she? What am I, a magic missile? I don't know if I can. I'll see what I can pick up for you, Eminem. We'll see. Eminem, do you know the sign of who is this person? Because that's actually helpful. That is actually, it's more fun for everybody because I can tell you right away if I pull the sign. I can even tell you ahead of time what the sign is, what the cards are we're looking for. No, swords are air signs or intellect. Fire is creativity. Earth is physical. So pentacles, wands would be fire. Cups are water or emotions. So a 3 of swords could be a lot of things. I typically call it heartbreak, but it could be surgery even, you know. But for me, surgery could be an ace of swords. No, I'm just messing with you, Eminem. I know. I'll just read. I'm saying, Eminem. Do you know the her sign? Is it her? I'm thinking. You said Faith. Okay, Faith. Yeah. So do you know Faith's sign? What's your sign and what's Faith's sign? Well, just pull for both of you. Or I could do my Romance Angels deck. I can pull 6 cards for each of you guys. It's up to you. It's your call. I like doing that too. I actually have a Romance Angels deck. It also works pretty well. It's 6 cards for you, 6 cards for them. So you're an Aquarius or they're an Aquarius. I definitely think the signs travel together. Roa says, am here, bot. Did the live stop? No. I'm here. I'm waiting to see Eminem, February 3rd. Okay, let me see. Is that what, oh, Aquarius. No, I guess Eminem... Is that for February 3rd? So that could be 6 of Swords? They're definitely a star card, but if that's for them. All right, let me do this. No Wrench Wednesday. All right, there it goes. That's better. Faith is an Aquarius and I'm a Cap. This will be helpful. Okay, let's do this, Faith. Faith is a Capricorn. Justice card coming out. That is Libra energy, air sign. Could be just justice in general. Could be September. Could be emotions. Ooh. This is logic. Could be two people, could be two people and another person, could be a couple dogs, top down. This is usually a delivering money coming in. Could be money coming in to you. 10 Pentacles typically would mean Virgo energy, Hermit energy, something hidden, something coming down, just so you know. There's your Capricorn right there. Queen of Pentacles being your Capricorn, that's the here and now. Devil in the details, Capricorn energy. You're the Capricorn, that's Capricorn. This is here and now. This would be your reading. Justice energy, air sign. So something could be off, or maybe things are fair, or not, maybe not fully known about this Aquarius. Let's keep going here. Yeah, look, see, Page of Pentacles energy. This is earth sign energy. Page of Pentacles, we could be planting a pentacle, short throw energy. There could be money coming in. I don't know if someone's working on money or money's coming in on your end, but we have money definitely coming in here. I don't know if you, yeah, see, I can tell you, look, definitely money's playing a part. There's two people here, two people here. This, I don't know if there's a third party situation or there's another person here, but it looks like there's three people playing a part here. Ethereal energy, look at this. King of Wands, Leo energy. This tells me really bold, powerful strength energy. July, August. Something takes a, this could be your energy, but takes a strong turn. I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo, but this is stability. Bold, happy. Something with a lizard. I don't know what the lizard would play a role, but this could be zapping the energy. Capricorn energy again. This is you. You are very powerful. At the heart of this, you're dealing with two people. This will be you. They're reiterating you, but you have the ability to kind of change, switch, grow. Capricorn here in this situation for us, it's basically saying you're resourceful. Money's coming in. You're dealing with money. You have money. This is money coming in on your end. Wow. Raising your vibration even. Four of Swords energy. This is starting to populate into the Libra energy again. So that's that Justice, Lady Justice energy. So this is Lady Justice again. I don't know what's going down here. Past life. You're moving into a past life or a future life situation, but this is higher self. This is angelic energy. Same card, millions to one. But this card right here, the message they're delivering, saying, hey, it's an angelic message. That's what this is. Higher self comes in. Maybe it's divine masculine. I'm going to actually switch decks for a second. This is intriguing to me. It's complete home, complete package, everything you would want. Like the thing they're holding, it's kind of like you're green lighting them through. This is your conduit. You're saying, oh, nope, that's great. Look at justice. See the scales of justice? Scales of justice. Justice. Everything looks great. Everything's balanced. It's a passion thing. It's almost like the passion of this Leo card or the passion of July, August. Something coming down could really play a part here. I don't know if you're not in. There's a little something that's not quite right. It's like a little bit of whoops or a mistake. There's the Aquarius right there. That's the Aquarius card. Something's not in alignment. Just so you know, the Aquarius is hurt. I don't know what's going on. The Aquarius is in pain. But look, the passion's there. The passion is absolutely there. But there's a misalignment. Ethereal energy. So you and the Aquarius are lined up not only here, but 5D, 7D. Really. You're married beyond, it's not even here. You're married in like another dimension. There's the third party. I think you and a third party, you and this other person, that's where this past life thing comes in. I want to pull this. I'm going to. It's a choice of choices. This is a cups situation. That's your soul. Just so you know, that's your soul populating on top of the three pyramids, saying there's something you desire more. You have this, but you desire something more. Death card energy, Scorpio energy. What is that? King of Cups. What is that? Wow, is it a Scorpio by chance? Because that's death card rebirth energy. Your soul wants something different. Look at path between two tower moments. But they're thinking of you and somebody else, just so you know, to be very honest with you. Intuition, get your intuition on. Look, there's a major change coming for you and this other person. I would say there's an ending coming. Brand new start for you. Step outside your comfort zone. Dark horse candidate. Dark horse candidate, just so you know. Look deeper. Virgo situation. Look deeper into the situation. Light up. This is really good. I can't explain to you why. This is pre-Emperor. Look deeper in the situation. This is a Sentinel card for me now. But this is telling me that they're illuminating this Angel Touched Death card, which is a Sentinel card, which is a protector for your future, saying you're protected going into the future. This is the right choice. I think you want to almost leave this Aquarius or go to this other person. Queen of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This is Cancer energy. June, July. So there's a Cancer death card rebirth, but this typically, just so you know, this would be Scorpio energy. This is Cancer energy. There's Aquarius energy. There's Capricorn energy. There's a brand new start coming in here. This is Akashic Cancer energy. Someone's blocking, and there's a get back together energy. I think we're looking deeper into it. It's water sign energy right there. All right. It could be your mom. It could be your mom being a Scorpio, but there's definitely something here leading you from, or not necessarily with, this Aquarius. Or an alternate. I don't know if that makes sense. Wow. The more I start reading this, the more clear it gets. I love this. I really do. I really, really do. See? This here is Leo energy. This is, unless there's a Leo in there, I don't know. But whatever this is, it's showing me. I don't think you're asking for the Aquarius. I think you're asking for this other sign, but you want to sound noble. You know, like when we say, can I ask him about my boyfriend or my girlfriend? But the reality is you want to ask him about the secret lover that you have at work. You know what I'm saying? And see if they come up. But you want to indirectly ask. I think that's what this is. It's like, do I leave them for them? The answer is yes. Like, that's what I see. The answer is absolutely, unequivocally, yes. You're not, and no one's going to be upset. No one gets mad. It's definitely why you're asking. See, the cards are jumping. See, I don't think you're going to make the decision based off this. I think this is the first step to that decision. You're asking, should I leave? And the answer is yes. I will tell you yes. I'm not afraid to tell you that. I don't care. Right? Right. Because I don't care. Because I'm telling you. Yeah, no kidding, you love it. Because I'm telling you what you absolutely are asking me. But you're asking me a different question. Like, I can see that question. See? I can see the question. This is my Emperor energy. Like, see? Watch. I was trying to say. My cards ran away. My cards just ran away. Because I can see it. That's my Emperor energy. I'm not trying to sound ballsy or cocky. That's why I love the new readers. That's why I love the new subs. Because most of the people that come on, I love my members. Don't get me wrong, but they're asking the same. They ask the same question day after day. What you're just asking was something different. You see, where I can manifest off this energy, I can create, I can build. It's different energy. You're saying, I want to get married, but I don't know if it's this person or the other one. And it shows me that this gift that I'm using, I have, that's real, is real. It doesn't get tested off the same question every day. There's nothing to test with because I already see the answer. I'm like, yes, Yes. I feel bad, but yes. And that's so the same. All right. Let's see. I don't know how to pronounce this. Ravitisha? I'm so butchering this. I know I am. Leo, see, Leo's the other person you're dealing with, and that's the person. So Scorpio's just telling us outright, saying that's your sentinel. That's your sentinel, then. That's your guardian. There's no wrong answer. Everything's going to be a life lesson. That's what I get. You could go with the fun life lesson, the exotic one, or like the less, the one that's going to be boring and check all your boxes and go, yeah, this is good. Or the one that's going to say, let's live on a houseboat, travel the world. That's a fun life lesson. All right. Let's see. Let me just put it into chat because I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. And if you guys are looking for a private reading, just remember I'm at cosmicboogeyman.com. Actually, I got one booked. Someone booked yesterday. I was like, I love the private readings because they get deeper than that, which is also cool. Right now we have a couple people getting red right now. We're just doing the new subscribers first. And Suman, so if you want to hang on, so let's get them read first, and then we'll see what's going to happen. So I don't know if I think Brent Deska might have stepped away, so we're just seeing if they're here first. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that. There you go. All right. Well, let's see. Nope. Hold on. Financial reading. See, like this is different for me. I like this. I like doing the financials. All right. So let's do a financial reading and see what we can pull here. Which is all obviously, this is for a lot of people, right? This should resonate with some people. I would hope. I would love that if it resonated with some. Like, really. Let's see. All right, I'm off chat for a few minutes. And then after this, we should have Roa. All right. Ooh. King of Cups. King of Cups, Angel Touch. King of Cups, Angel Touch is actually a really good sign. That's Death card. King of Cups is Scorpio energy. That's looking out here. That's starting here. That's starting out a solid foundation, but looking deep. Look real deep. This could be, there is a lot of opportunities to make money right now. Manifest. This is Akashic energy. You've been put in a situation to make money. Being very honest with you. I think logically you're going to be very happy. You're tapping into as above, so below. You're going to be making a lot of money. Start your communications. Ethereal energies put you into this place to make money. Fapina and I talk about this all the time. It's really in grouping yourself with people who want to make money, or grouping yourself together with making money, right? Not just getting paid to make money, but make money. Money to make money. And that's the mindset, is getting into that. And we're trying to get into that because that's what it is. Your golden position tells us immediately. Fire stirring, passion, creativity. You have a block on, right? You're like, you don't want to kind of give away too much too early, because that's how the world's become, right? It's a barren wasteland. Past life tells you that once you connect to those people who want to manifest and be like you, then you can create, then you can build, then you can grow. That's what we're getting into. Knight of Wands energy is passion. That is our Sagittarius. That's November, December. That's when it really starts to pay back, just so you know. That's when you really start to get your money. This is past life. That's due to you, just so you have that understanding. Look at this. King of Wands. It kicks off in July, end of July. Stability. That this lizard here, something here is that's playing a really big part today. I almost feel like you're stuck. See this? See the stone? See this big stone basin? Like you're just standing here and here. That's playing a big part here. And we have the Knight of Pentacles also playing a part here. Knight of Pentacles being the Virgo energy. Look deep. Don't be afraid to do your research. Don't limit yourself to what you know to make money. Don't limit yourself to say, well, I always look at this and this doesn't tell me. Go beyond that. Go beyond that. Go against. Be your worst enemy and say, I want to look at how my worst enemy would make money against me. Right? That's what you're going to do. See how we have this dark horse candidate? What would that do? How would you make money that way? So financially, I don't see a problem making money. I don't. I really, really don't. I see your dark horse candidate making money. I see it happening, and I see infinity happening. This here is angel touch. This is emotions lining up. You're definitely making money. But you're making money in a new way. It's not just getting paid. It's passionately understanding the universe wants to align your energy frequency to make money. Have you ever felt as though the universe wanted to put you into an alignment? And the way I put it is like, don't go out in the sun. Put your body in the way of the sun. Don't go out in the sun. Put your body in the way of the sun and feel good. It feels different. It feels different. It's kind of like what, imagine I put you out, I threw you out in the cold in the winter in Chicago. I just kicked you. I said, get outside. No coat, no shoes, nothing. 30 below zero, Minnesota. Let's put you out in Canada. Right? One of those things, we get you way out in the cold. It's different when you put yourself out there. There's the water. You realize, hey, when I first started my emotions, I can get deep. I can get real deep. But logic says we don't have to get that deep. It's a barren wasteland, and you have the ability to get deep. What do you do with that? How do you bring those two together? Don't dismiss that. Don't dismiss that. Look, because you have this Akashic energy, you can tap into this past life energy, this Akashic energy. Use that. Short throw energy says you have this ability to bring illumination to what shouldn't be illuminated. So what I have is a passion here to bring this into light. You have the ability to light up. So when you're asking about finances, there's nothing wrong. There's actually, where people are striving and you're fighting and people are like, you're thriving. And that's what we're getting into, because you're going into this embrace. You're saying, I'm being who I'm supposed to be. You're welcoming love, and other people are releasing this like understanding of who you used to be, because you're no longer fearing that loss mindset. Your center is deep and expansive. You have to understand, when I go through this, I look at harmony, I look at strength, I look at the conduit, I look at your chakras, I look at your emotions, this gets really deep. So as I start to pull one card after another, this is your energy. Your higher self comes in and brings this in. Look, millions to one. This happens back to back to back. Doesn't matter. If you just rewatch your reading, you should come back. I welcome everybody to come back. I'm surprised this channel doesn't have 30,000 views yet. Right? Because this is millions to one. This happens to not just one, but many of you. You guys should be sharing this channel, because you should be open to the divine guidance that you've been receiving, giving, and getting. And because when you do this, it allows you to get more messages like this. Really. Because you're creating this space, this abundant space that brings in more messages for you. Release that fear, because what it's bringing in is the ability to create money by just thinking about what you want and how you want it. And people go, no, you can never do that. It doesn't work like that. And I say, fuck you all, because it absolutely does. I can prove you wrong. I can prove you wrong 30 times over. But you're doing it twice over, right here. And you're bringing it in through communication. When you ask about money, you can do it a bunch of different ways. You can say, well, how do I create? How do I build? How do I manifest? And why do you think that stuff's been kept a secret for generations, for decades, for centuries, for millennia? Because they don't want people to understand. And if you go back and watch my readings, and you guys who are on here, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up. This is the wish button. That's wish. You're literally bringing the short throw energy from the sun to the past life through the filter with your passion of creativity to build. You can never be told you can't make money. Doesn't matter. It's the ones who say, I could not get a job. I cannot do. Sure you can't, because you're starting with I can't. There's never an I can't. It's I can. And that's what this is. Financially, you start with this and you start your change. This is an angelic hand. Because then you have the purpose is I can't. The one person who's like in this like purposeful mindset, like, oh, I can't. Then you say, okay, let's have a conversation about God. Let's have a conversation about angels, about spirituality. Oh yeah, I believe all that every day. But you can't. Explain. Oh, I can't explain that. No, you have to, because you can't. You have nothing else. Let's talk. This is you. You're way beyond that. You're at wish mode. Little birdie told you. Like, but what are you gonna do with this? How does this work? What do you do with this? If I started to tell you, and I am telling you, you're at the mindset of creation, of building, of manifesting. What do you do? This is the end of the road for your first rodeo. You're not working for others. You're working to manifest for yourself. You're taking the $10 you made and turning it into $100,000. And the moment you say, I can't take this and do this, the moment you say, I can't, guess what happens? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. And because you want someone to handhold you, it's never going to happen. And the thing is, I'm telling you, it absolutely can happen. And I can prove it to you 1,000,000 to 1 over. I can prove it to you with the universal signs, 1,000,000 to 1. I don't have to prove it to you, because I can prove it to you with the signs 1,000,000 to 1 over. Because that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to hold hands. I'm here to just let you know the universe is talking through me. Not as I am God and letting you guys do this, whatever. I'm letting you know that you are deep. You are expansive. I'm just the light in human form, just saying, hey, I'm just letting the guides come through me, but you're the manifester. It's your time. It's your moment. You're here. We're here connecting for whatever reason that is. If you don't want to believe, that's fine, but don't keep asking me. I'm not saying this is your fault, but you have a choice to make. You literally have a logic, spiritual choice to make. You want this to be like, oh, I'm going to start over again and start working at another job to make more money. Or do you want to create? This is the moment of choice. Look, moment of choice. Moment of choice. You saw me get the cards. 1,000,000 to 1. Why are they putting them in my hands like this? You tell me. But this is, to me, it's long-term stability. That's literally the offer of love. Imagine the angels. Just take a second, close your eyes. Imagine the angels are handing you this opportunity. You can't quite understand it, right? This is a kind of that Pisces Akashic energy. What does this mean? Tell me more. You have to explain. No, I don't. No, I don't. This is for you to figure out. This is not my message to you. This is their message to you. Be bold, be understanding, be creative. Take that stability that we started with. Remember this? That's underneath it? 1,000,000 to 1. They're saying, understand where this comes from. This light, this energy. Surrender to that. Find peace in that. Trust in that. And say, yes, I agree. There's no but. There's no but. Wait. No. Realize that the peace that you bring to this table, the understanding that you bring to the table, that whatever that is, that moment, that clarity that you offer, that you're letting come in, is releasing the chaos that ever was there. That's what this does. It brings in that moment of financial. You're no longer held to financial obligations of the world. This is the pain. This is the Akashic pain that you brought into you're done. They're saying you're done at that point. You don't have to worry about that. Look, see? 1,000,000 to 1. 1,000,000 to 1. 1,000,000 to 1. This is the Akashic energy is now done. You're cashing in on it. You're done. Now you're raising your vibration in the ethereal, saying, "Hey, look at how awesome is this? I'm giving you permission to manifest. You're on my channel. If you don't want to accept the permission, unsubscribe, walk away, and say, that's not for me. I'd rather go work 4 jobs. That's better. I'd rather work 65 hours a week. But I'm giving you permission, 1,000,000 to 1, that you can manifest. I'm asking you to stick around, and I'll explain it to you as we go through here. But the point is, you are in tune with your highest self. That is happening. That's your reading. Look, the old version was done. It's done. Say bye-bye, because you no longer have to work. You don't have to work, and say hello to the new version of yourself, because that's where you're at. And there you are. Honor that. Honor that. Financially, you're free. You're free. Stop panicking. Money is absolutely, this is your emotional base. This, you never have to worry about money ever again. Ever again. This is the difference with you. The moment you believe and say it out loud, wherever you are right now, just say that. Say, I'm free. Say, I can't believe it, but I'm absolutely free. And don't walk away and say, oh, I wish that were true. No, I'm free. Accept that this is yours. This is yours. Congratulations. This is yours. Because you're in tune. You have tuned in. Whatever work you've been doing, your center is unshakable. Unshakable. Let go of those thoughts that no longer serve you. Breathe in and let that calm just come right in, nice and smooth. And exhale all that tension. Let it out. Because that calm is going to let you be very capable and clear of whatever it is you're trying to create. And it's financial freedom. It's not the money. It's not the piles of cash. It's not the show off. It's being present enough to be spiritual enough to wonder where you came from, to let that soul, that light body out, to say, hey, I'm here. I can be grounded. I can be rooted whenever I need to be. But that inner light work has to keep going, has to stay steady, has to stay constant. And whatever these other things are that worry me, that peace is here. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready to put the work in. This is like dark horse candidates left and right. You have no worries for money. That's what I see. All you have to do, and I mean this unequivocally, is just start talking about it. Just start talking about it to people. All right, how is the chat doing? How you guys doing? Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Isn't that absolutely crazy? Yeah, oh yeah, you're blessed. You're very blessed. I highly recommend you rewatch that. But you were very blessed. Don't forget saying that. Don't say, oh, and walk away and like an hour later go, I don't feel as good. I know I'm making you feel good right now, but the energy, the guides are letting you feel this good because they want you to know this is real. Whatever you have to do to make this, to remind you of this feeling, do it. Write a mantra right now. Put something down in words. The easiest thing, I build, I create, I am. Boom, done. That's what it is. Because that's what you're doing. So whenever you put something into effect, whenever you put an investment out there, whenever you buy something, whenever you take something, whenever you get paid and you put something back into investments, even if it goes down, say, I don't care. I know it's going back up. If things go down, they go. And this is why I always tell people panic. You want to know? Look at IBM in the early 80s. Do you realize it's one of the most powerful companies in the new crypto industry? It was almost like, I'm not saying worthless, but in the early 80s, it wasn't valuable. It wasn't as valuable as it was. There was no computer industry. Not like it was today. Not like we have today. And then all of a sudden they had the personal computer boom. It just exploded. It's better than usual. I like this. Deja vu. If you just saw that reading, it was like basically my guys are calling out when you get the same card back to back. It was like back to back to back to back to back. It was like it was really good. I don't think you're the one who started the back-to-back. That was that happened a long time ago. Maybe on the channel, but that thing has been happening a long time. At least for me personally. Roa is up next. Let's take a look here though. and I am definitely still trying to read from the queue. But all right, Roa wants to know. Let me see what I can pull from this. Roa wants to say, do I have similar capabilities like my mom in my career? What are my capabilities? They're doubting their ability to use the career and still training, though. Very vague. Very vague. I don't know what that actually is, but... So I don't know if this is a test for me or a test for you. I don't know what... Let's see if this is the first card jumping out. Hangman. This is Akashic holding back. I don't know what this is, emotionally holding back. I think you're holding yourself back Akashically. Let's keep going. Let's see what I get. Justice energy, Libra energy, Justice energy. Do you have all the information? Definitely not. The sword's not complete there. That's the thing. Lady Justice does. The Justice card, which is ironic. If you guys ever look at these cards, and I probably will end up pulling the Libra card out. So the Libra card to me would be Queen of Swords. The Justice card is kind of like it's kind of like remnants of the Queen of Swords, but it has Justice energy. It's like that you have justice. It's done, but you just don't know all of the details, right? The innings and the in and out. So we're missing the tip of the sword here. So I wonder what we're missing. So you're not wrong. You're onto it. So they have the two pillars here. There's something here. It's probably spiritual. I'll give you that because I have the veil behind them. Divine hand, divine knowledge, news coming in. This is being handed to you in the here and now. It's an opportunity. This Ace of Pentacles is telling me that you're being given a piece of information. It could be a relationship, maybe with your mom, a proposal. It could be something to that effect, but I see more so it's investment, it's a promotion. It could be a new job. If you're asking if you should do this, this is definitely a new job coming in. It's coming in from higher self notification. Look at this. There's a change, ethereal change. I would say it's spiritual work. That's what I feel like. Because this is a change. This is personality change, person change. This is you and somebody else. Ooh. I'm going to take this. I normally wouldn't, but that's ether, and this is angelic. So this is going to pay you, and it's going to get you out of your head. I think you've always wondered this. It's going to answer that question, do you? Is this fair? There's the Judgment card. Wow. Let me pull the rest here. I really feel like you and your mom, I think this is another person's going to get involved here. It might be two or three other people. There's the sword. I think it's going to finally answer a question you've always wanted to answer and get you into that next stage. It's going to give you, you're going to learn something. Do you know as much as your mom? No. The answer is no. It's absolutely no. See how the swords aren't filled out? Then you know that. That's what scares you. It's good. You're going to change. You're going to end up getting there. Devil in the details, Capricorn energy. I think you and your mom are bound together. That's what this is. Wow. It's duality. I wouldn't get too worried. I wonder if it's like this, like tarot or esoteric work. I don't see the intuition stuff here yet, but I do see the duality. I see I see the veil. But I definitely see you and your mom getting pushed into this. Angelic energy, high energy. I almost feel like, I feel like you guys are getting really pushed into this. This is something you agreed to in past life. I wonder if you guys were bound to each other. I wonder if you and your mom have past life energy together. But this is commitment energy between you and your mom. Are you the one who's holding back? Is that what's going down? And is it you guys fighting over this? Because you're not sure if you have the ability like your mom does? You don't know as much. I think emotionally you have not only that much, you have more. See how this is strength? You have two angelic cards coming in here. At the moment, do you? No. You're holding back. But you and your mom definitely, this is like really Like, you guys were bound to each other. Like, this would explain a lot for a lot of people. Like, you and your mom were bound to do this in this life. Are you working with your mom? Because, like, it feels like you're the one. Like, say, like, there's 1, 2. Let's see, there's like one of you is holding back. Underneath it, you know this is destiny, but you just want something. It's money to be made. Look, brand new start, Akashic Energy, Soul Tribe. I really feel this. Look, millions to one. An angel on your side. I really feel like this is meant to happen. I really meant to go down. Millions to one. So crazy. I don't know if it's like past life partners, past life like parent, child, like reverse role, like you were the parent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what this is. There's definitely past life relationship between the two of you. I can't see it. You can actually see they're holding me back. They're definitely holding me back. But it's not like you guys are fighting as much as you guys are uncovering something. It might even be new to me. Let me do a checkout for this for a second. But you're fine. I can tell you that. See? Like, this is different. This is angelic, eternal money. Like, you're going to be set for money. It's just a decision that you're holding back choosing. If you're asking if you have, like the gift, you have it. You definitely have the gift. No doubt. Look, you definitely have the gift. Like, you definitely have the gift. Your hands are tied. You don't, but you have it. Like, I don't think your hands are tied. I think it's almost like you guys are slowly, frequency-wise, you guys are frequency coming in. You guys are doing great. You guys are doing amazing. I wasn't sure how to deal with this question. King of Wands is a bold question. I love it. Really bold. But your mom, actually, her purpose is to teach you. Like, that's why you don't know everything you think you should know. And if you notice, what I do is I kind of like sprinkle cards into a new deck. Like, I don't just grab cards. So that's what makes this really fascinating. Yeah. So your mom actually is teaching you. That's what makes this so cool about this. Arif wants to end the relationship? No, I'm just saying. All right, Arif. No. The live didn't stop. I think the music just cut. That's all. I think the music just skipped. No, it didn't. It did seem like it didn't. It just went and stopped for a second. No, we're good. Arif has a question. Will my boyfriend and I end our relationship soon? It's been a roller coaster of feelings for both of us. That's just a test from the universe, but I will read for you anyway. For me, it's been trust, and I need time to deal with my issues. I love the emotional maturity. Do you want my honest opinion, or you want me to just read? I can tell you what I think before I even read. Why haven't you just talked to him? Why don't you just talk to him, Arif? Why don't you just talk to him and say, hey, look, I need time. I'll read for you, but can I ask you the question first? And just have that honest conversation. If they can't understand that, if they're really that immature to say, you know, you don't love me, and they get mad, then they're not really for you. I know it sounds like, and you should never worry that someone's not going to want you or they're going to move on. I know it sounds bad, but it's not really fair. Thank you, Roa. Yeah, if you guys can, do me a favor, share the channel. But, Arif, I will definitely read for you. I will definitely read for you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Arif, let's see what I can do. No, Arif's still here. Arif just said they're okay for now. But I can read for you if you want, Arif. It's up to you. But what happens is on Mondays, I'm back for Members Only Monday. I haven't really said it. I need to pick a good name. A name that just sticks for Wednesday. I don't know. I might just keep live tarot, free live tarot Wednesday. I don't know. It works. I changed it tonight back. Boom. People just got signing in. I was like, great. Here we go. I just got to keep it simple, I think. Friday, I'm back with live Zodiac. So I read every sign. Aries to Pisces. So if you guys are with me, come hang out. I'm not really on chat too much. I kind of read like the fire signs, take a break, hang out and chat, get my reading in. Then I'll just get some iced tea in. I don't read any personals. And if you donate, I'm just gonna say thank you, just so you guys know. So please don't donate unless you're looking to. I mean, you can donate, but or if you're donating, I'm just assuming it's because you love the Zodiac. But even the queue is closed, so. Friday's really fun. I've heard a lot of good feedback about the Zodiac. But I'm doing them on a weekly basis. I'm targeting a week. That's kind of what I'm doing with my guides, so you know. So that's what I've tried to do. But it's been interesting. It's been a lot more. I can get it done in about 2.5 hours if I rush through it. If I just I don't want to call it rush, but if I do Aries through Capricorn, and then I just read, and then I take a break, and then do Gemini through Pisces. I can get that done in about 2.5 hours. But what I've been doing is we've been putting timestamps, little bookmark ideas, so you can click ahead. So, but you could fall asleep to listening to me. It's up to you. And that's Chanley's idea. Actually, Chanley had put that on. I was like, really? I was like, that's kind of funny. Hello, Jan. How are you? I do all of it. I do everything. I do air signs. I do water, earth, fire. Do everything. So is Arif here, or are they all set? I think they might be. They would look like they said they were fine now. They wanted me to talk them off a ledge, I think, but it looks like they wanted me. They said, well, they end the relationship soon. But honestly, because Arif was asking about their boyfriend relationship, a roller coaster of feelings. If you really need to deal with your feelings, deal with your feelings. That person should be there, and and you should be able to have that conversation. Honestly, maybe it's my mature self now, because I look back at when I was younger. I'd be like, I don't know. I'd probably be like, what? You don't love me? But I think my mature self looks at it and goes, that's noble to be like, to take time and to work on yourself. I could see that, especially me now, because you don't want to be coming in a relationship all toxic. But a lot of the females, or even the feminines, divine feminines, are like, yeah, I don't understand that. But a lot of the divine masculines are like, they don't always understand that. So I get that. I do get it. That's the other thing too, is looking at all your signs. So you should do yourselves a favor. Look at the get into your natal chart before Friday, and then come hang out. Just hang out and let me read your signs. The signs matter. I've done research on it. One of the things I was doing before I got into this, because I'm an Aquarius sun, Libra moon, and a Sag rising, but I would kind of go listen to different readers. And it's fascinating because those readers would all be the same. And there's no way, like, I'll be honest, I don't go listen to all these different readers. I listen to like 1 or 2 readers myself because I find them to be very fascinating, and how close they are. But I don't pay attention. I don't like listen to readers often. Just once in a while. Pay them a little support. But I find it to be fascinating because those readers, when I first got into it, I would turn like incognito mode on, or I would go and use a different device. And it was really fascinating because even no matter where I was and whose device I was on, the readings would all be the same, like this, like resonate the same. And it wasn't vague messages. So I found it to be very interesting. All right, let's clear up the queue here. This, close that. It's been very quiet tonight. There must be some news going down somewhere. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, but it's definitely been a quieter night. That's all good. It's all good. All right, so let's do this. Crystal, we're going to end with you, because I haven't had you on the channel for a little while, and I wonder what that's going to look like. Ann Suman wants to know about Shululi. They're a Gemini. And they want to know about contacting them or just a relationship guidance. So let's do this. Let's read on the Gemini contact and see what we can pick up. Yeah, see? Moon energy. Like, we're just trying to peek in. So this is water. This could be water energy, but moon energy also comes back to Pisces energy. It could be Knight of Cups, typically. At least the way I read it, that's more Pisces. Knight of Cups would be more lover energy. But this could be water sign. Could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's keep going. Let's keep looking. Angel energy. Ooh, you're burdened by this, or they're burdened by it. The angelic 10 of Wands. Sag energy, Temperance energy, Knight of Wands. We're getting into the end of the year. We're almost heading into that like New Year's kiss time. But lots of stress here. You guys can actually see it's building up. There's that Knight of Cups. I'm sorry, the Ace of Cups. Offer of love. Maybe this is you wanting to offer love. But this is not a straight up. We have 2 possible tower moments. We have this. I'm not seeing the Gemini energy in here at all. No air energy. This is the... Either that or they're hiding. So I would say there's definitely some kind of hiding in here. But let me pull the rest of this because I'm curious to know if they are. Yeah, this might be them hiding, or they're hurt. Because this is Gemini, this is all air energy. I wonder what the universe is doing to test you. Virgo energy. Definitely the hand of an angel putting you guys through a test. There's some sneakiness, there's some stress. My honest opinion so far, there could be a commitment coming in. Stepping outside your comfort zone. Messages getting received, given, passion. That's Emperor energy, Empress energy. That's Aquarius energy or air sign energy. That's Gemini energy right there. But there's something we're not seeing. A lot of information, something we're not seeing. We're trying to look deeper into it. Hermit energy, Virgo energy. Still not together. Still not together. Stepping outside our comfort zone is a question here. Fast moving action. And this here is telling us that we might have to use our intuition. What are we pushing here? June, July. What? Soul Tribe energy. This is like a breadcrumbing situation. They're not really giving you, like, at the very base of the emotions, I feel like they're there. They're absolutely there. But it's a breadcrumbing. There's something here with the universe that you're being tested with. Are they younger than you? That's Gemini energy. That's June, July. That's Gemini energy. Because they're not contacting you this week. Not from what I can see. Look, Soul Tribe energy. I think that's what the attraction is. Knight of Cups. There's definitely an attraction between the two of you. I would tell you to take it slow. Very, very slow. That's what makes this really fun. This could work out in your favor if you take it slow. Water sign. This here, I'm thinking they're looking at choices. Because there really is no relationship guidance because you're focusing on the Gemini. Let's be fair, right? There's you and them looking at the completion. That's what it comes down to. You're both heading in the same direction. Do not rush. Do not rush it. My opinion is that there could be a marriage in the future. I'm not going to commit to tell you when because I don't see, but I see this. This is rebirth between the relationship. You have to get to that point first before they'll give me a timeline, they said. Because you have to get to the point where you guys are back talking again. If that makes any sense. Yeah, so the whole message, not call, that could be typical of this Gemini energy, just so you know. If you're an Aquarius, that's definitely in here. But she's hiding how she feels is what I get, just being straight up, because that's sneaky energy. But there's a message coming in, just so you know. It's a life lesson. I'm telling you, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's almost like a life lesson. Like, are you in a rush? Let me put it that way. Are you in a rush for this? So you're in a rush for this relationship? Like you need to have her tell you something soon? Like she's into you? That's what I'm asking you. You're saying you need to have her commit to you. Because that won't, then the answer will be no, she won't want you. She's gonna walk away. If you have to rush her, then she's not gonna want you. I'm sorry. There's no need to rush her. I don't see a reason to push her. Yeah, you were in a rush. I'm saying don't rush her. Like if you're talking to her, I think you are though. It looks like you're still talking with her. You guys are still talking. But you're stressing out about nothing. What are you stressing about? You're just not talking to her? You're not messaging her, or she doesn't message you? What I see is just be the best version of yourself. She was attracted to you. She is attracted to you. Like she was attracted to you at one point, outright attracted to you. Like you knew she was attracted to you. Like you knew it. But you were attracted to each other. That's what I'm saying. You were attracted to each other, and then you pushed it too far. So, what is pushing her for? What if you push her now? What's that going to do? That's what your guides are saying. If anything, you're going to be super slow and respectful and wait for her to come back and give her time. And not only that, just be calm. Don't go dating anybody else if you really want her back. Just wait. Because she wants you, but you I don't know why, but you're just sitting in regret. Don't be regretful. She wanted you. That's what I see. there was definitely a want there. See, like there's a design by some plan. There, I'm telling you, there's that Nine of Pentacles. There was a design of plan, and something went down not the way it was designed. It was like a curveball, like, you know, it wasn't expected. So, if you're asking me, you can't do anything at this moment. You can just kind of wait. That's all you can do. Is she in regret? Yes. She regrets it. She would love to talk to you and love to be in your circle. If that's what you want to know, I'll tell you the truth. Yeah, she misses you. Can you do anything? No. There's nothing you can do right now. There's nothing you can do. See? I'm going to make you feel great. Like, see? She wants a rebirth. This is all of this. It's going to make you feel great, but what can you do? Because the minute you text her, you're coming at her from that same mindset of what you were doing, whatever that was before, pushing. Yes, there's lots of misunderstandings. So that's all this is. You have to just be you. Just be very calm, be you, and just wait. Because she misses you. She still misses you. Just give it some time. See? Just give it some time. I'm telling you. She misses you. Yeah, Teja V knows. Yes, ask anyone on here. I'm telling you. It's just, you can't. If you try to push her now, you will never get her. You lost. And you're asking the great question, will Shillelagh contact you? And you do not want to appear needy either. You don't want to be like, hey, I miss you. That's not what you're doing. Yes, of course, you miss her, but not because you can't get anyone else. And that's not the goal here, right? No. But she misses you too, right? It's this weird dance that you guys are in. You definitely talk again. Let me put it that way. You guys definitely start talking. All right. Crystal Umfleet, you are up next. How are you? It does sound like your dance. Teja V, see, it's the same kind of thing. She might be checking out your socials. Like, you just don't know that. Like, you just don't know that. See? Look, this is all angelic. You assume she's not. You're like, oh, she's never on your socials. If you have your stuff blocked, then she can't see anything, right? How fun is that? Anyway. Teja V can tell you from Teja V's experience. Right? Teja V, yeah, tell him. You know exactly what that feels like. They're pushing. All right. Is Crystal here by chance? There you go, Branduska. I'm Fleet. Where you at? Yeah, Teja V knows. Teja V, they were wearing the heart on the sleeve too much. I want to read Anna, but they won't let me. I want to read them, though. I really want to read them. She said she doesn't like me anymore and she just wants to be my friend, so I stopped communicating. See? Why would you stop communicating to her? Like, Anne's human, you just did that to yourself. You just said, so she doesn't like me anymore and she just want to be my friend, so I stopped communicating to her. Well, and human, that's the other thing is you could go back and communicate and say, look, I'm sorry I thought about that. I shouldn't have done that. And that is on you. That's absolutely on you. Why would you walk away when someone's like, I don't want to date? And did they say they didn't want to date? They said, I don't want to date you? And Arif, I could read for you. I was looking for you and you didn't answer me, so I just took you out of the queue. That's what happened. So you're the one who initiated the date. Maybe they just get scared. They panicked. That could be another thing. You ever think about that? So Arif, are you still here by chance? All right, so I'm going to take Crystal out of the queue. All right, Arif, what was your question again? Because I've taken you out of the queue. And Anna, do you want me to read for you as well? Because I know you didn't like anyone reading for you. That was one of your things. So I don't want to. I don't want to push you into a reading. All right. So Anna, let me read for Arif first. And then I will read for you last. So let's get Arif in here. So Arif, if you could type your question one more time, that would be amazing. Because I know you had a question. Well, actually, I might be able to find it. Hold on. It might be right here. Let's see. Okay, here it is. It says, will I join... I'm sorry. Nope. It says, will my boyfriend and I end our relationship soon? It has been a roller coaster of feelings for both of us. For me, it's trust, and I need time to deal with my issues. So that's what you're asking. Okay, so let's do this. Let's start with that question. Okay? And then we can go to Anna next, okay? Sound like a plan? We got it. No, I got it. Yeah, I actually saw it in the queue here. All right. Oh. Wow. It might not be all these cards to start, but... Deck, I don't know. I think I'm keeping this deck. I might be moving it. All right, let's go. Arif. It could be toxicity. It could be some other things. You could be tied to something. Capricorn, devil in the details. Could be something like that. This card again. You're actually trying to get ahead of whatever this is. I think there's something coming down. You really want to be ahead of whatever this is. A lot of no thank you logic, right? Saying, hey, I'm not into this. No thank you. Notification. Maybe this is you're not into it. Maybe you're not into it as much as you thought you would be. Four Pentacles coming down from the top. That is indicating Capricorn, devil in the details. It could really be taking a pause no matter what. Even if you don't want to, you might be getting ahead of this by December. This relationship could be on a pause by December. You might actually feel worse if you don't do it now. Interesting, huh? So always talk 6 to 8 weeks, right? 6 to 8 months. Yeah, you might actually have, it might be tougher to do this way out. If you're serious about maybe getting married or having a long-term relationship or a commitment, this would be a really good way to kind of test it. Soul Tribe energy, I think we're getting into that. You're more into that vibrational Soul Tribe work. You're into the ethereal work. You're into the esoteric kind of work. So what I see for you is you're moving into that mindset, right? You're releasing the resistance. You're embracing the flow. That's what we're getting into. You're finding whatever this is. You're trusting the process. You're aligning with the flow of life. And that's why you're asking yourself about this boyfriend saying, hey, what's best for me? You can see how you're tied down and then you want to be free. Right here, logically, you know there's something here that you got to work on. It's heartbreak. You know you're going to put yourself and somebody else into heartbreak. That's not an easy decision. You committed to, you said, I want to, I agree, this is me. Is it right for you to do this? You're about to do it, though. I'm telling you, it's happening. You're about to put someone out in the cold. It doesn't mean you get back together. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's going to mean you're moving on. Soul Tribe brings you way off into a different direction, just so you know. I think we're moving into a different direction. Because you're holding yourself accountable and to whatever I would call compassion, grace, and you're fighting for whatever matters for you. This is Aquarius energy, could be. But more so, when I get to the end of January, you're different. Something's changed. Remember how I said 6 to 8 weeks? Once this happens, you realize this was for you. You should have done this sooner. This is sooner. You're trying to get ahead of it. This is that moment where higher self has reached back and said, this is letting you know now. Right? Manifestation, as above, so below. I think we're trying to let you know before you get too far ahead, is this something you should do? Brand new start is ahead. Is the grass greener? Because you're going to lock yourself into this partnership that doesn't feel good. Something's off. Have you had the conversation? You might want to have that conversation. I think you're already in regret. Wow. Are we getting in regret? Possibly. I don't know if we want to go deeper into the relationship, get deeper into this feelings, get deeper into this. Is it going to feel better in 5 years? That's the question, really. I don't know if it is. I think we're working on this. We're trying to be strong. But the reality is, going forward, the higher self says there's a better partner for you. I think that's what you're realizing. Being real honest with you. Because what I see for you is you're working on yourself. Are they working on themselves? Are they working on the relationship with you? I think this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to work on yourself. Curiosity Kid says, what would it be like to have nothing attached? Like I say, trust the process, right? We look at trust the process, trust yourself. You're communicating this now. It's going to lead to passion later. That's okay. It's fair. It's understanding. It's softening the moment of not having to worry. Because you're living the exact moment of now, or what is. Because this silence that you're going to get yourself into is going to realize this is who you are, what you wanted to be, how you wanted to get there. I don't know if you've ever surrendered to wisdom, but this looks like that. Because you really have to be at that moment of nourishing your soul. And you're finding that, yeah, see, look, it's giving me all these cards, but you're realizing this is heartbreak. You're realizing you're getting the news, you're taking action, but you're giving yourself heartbreak to do it. I don't think you guys last long or longer. You say, I need to take a pause for station identification. You're the one, or you realize there's something probably better for you. It's accepting heartbreak, but fighting for what's right is you. You're what matters. You're looking to calm your own energy, calm your own personality. Maybe this just doesn't make you feel good, right? I almost feel like the universe is flowing through you now, or trying to flow through you. And that's what we're getting into. That's what I feel for you, Arif. It's okay. You should feel a little bit, because you're going to have this regret, and that's normal. That regret is normal. But taking time for yourself is not. You're being very honest. You really need this. You do need this for yourself. I can tell you. Like, this is planned. But don't feel as though you're doing a disservice. You would be more of a disservice if you didn't have this conversation. Saying I need to take some time. I'm not sure if this is what I want. It's that simple. Just so you know. You are waiting for someone. Like, that's exactly what's happening. You're absolutely waiting for someone. You are definitely waiting for someone. All right, so let's do this, Arif. Let me know how that works out. Let me know if you... I don't know if you have that conversation soon, but I feel like you might. This is Gemini lover energy coming in. So I feel like you might already have somebody in mind, maybe? Possibly? It's okay. But I feel like you're working on yourself, so let's see. I definitely feel like somebody is coming in. You're not wrong. The energy is correct. All right, Anna, let's see. Your moon is ready to be read. All right, let's see. Anna, Venus in Aquarius is detached. Oh, is that what that is? See, that's stuff I haven't really got myself too into yet. I love that you know that, though. All right. Thank you guys for taking your Wednesday and spending some time with me. I'll be back on Friday if you didn't get a reading with me. I'll be back for at least a few hours on Friday doing the Zodiac readings, and then back on Sunday. I think I should be back Sunday for Cards and Coffee. But and then we're back Monday night for Members Only Monday. But if you haven't taken your time, check out the content, the Beyond the Veil. It drops every Saturday at 9 p.m. There's new videos that popped. Some of them have gone a little bit viral, which is cool. I like that. I do appreciate you guys for taking your time. If you haven't done so, do me a huge favor. Follow me on all the socials. Share the channel. Let people know I'm out here. Let people know I'm out here doing the free tarot. It's a little unique, a little different. But I appreciate you guys taking your time to come on the channel, chat. And if you haven't done so, do me a bigger favor. Join us on Discord. It's just like this chat here. You could join us and join us here on there. Like, we have a Discord going. Really, it's interesting. But this is going to be for you, Anna. Let's see what you get. All right, KJV, what do we got here? Oh, wait, Sonali donated. I didn't even see the donation. I didn't hear anything. Thank you, sir. I see this, Sonali, sir. They did. Thank you, Sonali. All right. Let me see. Sonali, did you have a question? I didn't even see the donation. I didn't even hear it. That's so interesting. I had no notification at all. Thanks for the heads up. Thank you for the donation. But yeah. But yeah, I definitely want to get, if I can, get Anna in here too. Well, wants a general reading. First card out. Look at this. Akashic energy, though. That's pretty good. As soon as I saw the general reading, look at this. Wheel of Fortune. Cool. How cool is that? Akashic Wheel of Fortune. So let's keep pulling here. Let's keep seeing what we can get. Cards are shuffled, ready to go. Let's see if we can pull any deeper energy. Try to see if anything's popping in here. Interesting. Maybe you're fighting for the luck. Maybe I have to fight for whatever this. Logic and emotions. Definitely a weird tandem. It could be Aquarius energy. Maybe this is you have Wheel of Fortune energy coming in. Let me keep pulling though. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Let's see. 4 of Wands. Yeah, so maybe this is fighting for what you want, what you believe in. Committing to what it is. Akashic energy. Being tied to the destined, you know, it's kind of like being the eye of your own storm. You know what I'm saying? Going into something and saying, I'm having what I want. But realizing you're the Wheel of Fortune. You have whatever this is. You're the eye of the storm. You're coming at it. Akashic energy. You ever believe something so much you wanted? You got it. This could be marriage. Being destined to have something. But it's letting today begin. With, you know, nothing more than just say a breath. And people go... And some people just can't believe. You know, and there's other people who believe in everything, right? There's people out there, many people out there who are devastated, right? Because we lost the Pope. And there's other people who couldn't even be bothered by it. We have those two sides of the spectrum. But what we have is that breath that each people take. In the morning, they wake up and they say, I'm going to breathe. I'm going to take that first breath of the day, which is not even their first breath, because they've been breathing all night and their souls have been traveling and they don't even care about to recognize some of that. But what we see here is we look at that pressure, we look at whatever that is, as the moment we wake up begins. So whatever it is you're getting into here, Sonali, you're finding that you're building something. But you have to fight for whatever it is, because people try to take from you, right? But we have to allow this to build. Sometimes we have to set ourselves aside. This is King of Cups energy. This is Scorpio energy. This is a death card. Like I said, this could be something happening in the world out there. This could be anything. We could have world events affecting us. But this could be October, November energy. We could have this happening all the way until October, November. This could be something we're fighting for and working our way all the way to the end of the year. But when we're allowed to operate in our own vibration, our own frequency, with nobody affecting us, what happens? How does that work? When the noise shuts down, you know, the external noise that bothers us, what happens to that energy? How does that frequency affect us? Because we have the King of Cups, King of Cups ethereal with the Queen of Cups ethereal. I wonder if this is divine partnership coming in. That's marriage. This right here is marriage energy. Right here is marriage energy. Right here is divine partnership, stepping outside your comfort zone, fighting for what you believe in. I wonder if we're looking for a partner. Look at this. Millions to one. I wonder if this is output. What you put out is what you get in. Angelic energy showing up. Justice card. This is really interesting. Maybe we can't quite see it yet. We don't have all the information, but we're fighting our way to get to the end. What are we looking for here? It's giving and receiving. There's the Justice card. There's the scales. This is harmony, going with harmony. I always tell people to go with the flow, go with the flow, go with the flow. This could be coming down in June, July, maybe finalizing. It could be even finalizing all the way out to the end of the year. But I'm thinking that this more is happening in a couple months. but we're working our way all the way to this next few months. Why did I say next few years? Are there kids here? Am I missing something? I feel like, am I missing kids? I don't see children. I see travel. Hold on. What is here? There's a Justice card again. Manifestation. I wonder if this is you creating. Using harmony, just letting things not bother you and just go. Keep going, keep building. Let's imagine feeling home in your own body, right? That's what they want you to do. Not be afraid. Not be afraid of whatever this is that's happening. Because the moment you feel or you rest or you're in that quiet and people go, oh, you're just going to... No. Leave me alone. I'm meditating. I'm being me. It's okay when you're not... the way I look at it is you're finding stillness as strength. And the more you release all this negative energy, all these people who are not meant to help you, do you know you'll become lighter? Have you ever done that? Let people say, hey, I'm not bothering with you anymore. You don't help me. You're not doing anything for me. The Wheel of Fortune is going to start to slowly turn more and more and more, and you're going to feel better. You're going to feel better and better and better, because what happens is you release that anger. Past life energy comes in. Page of Wands comes in. We have the wand, the energy, the message. It comes in. We have the notification. You are part of a very vast cosmic web of past life energy that is very expansive, and it goes beyond millennia. And the more you release, like I say, the more you become. That's what I get into. That's what I start feeling is you can't carry all this burdens that you've been carrying. Not just this moment, not just the last couple weeks, years. That's what they're talking about. That's what I see now. They're talking about millennia even. This right here, that you have to understand, you are a light body. You have been brought into this lifetime. What do you think you did? Look, see, this is lifetime communication. This right here is divine communication. I have one of these cards. One. And I don't know if you've ever, the best way to explain this, if you've ever been barefoot in the ground and had a really good one-on-one conversation with somebody else, just sat there and talked. You know that feeling? Just sat there in the sun, or kind of like even under the shade, just like kind of was sitting there barefoot. That's this. So what they're telling us is they're starting to talk to us and saying, like, you are absolutely starting to tap into that grounded energy, that passionate energy, that deep energy. Look, millions to one. We're getting into that. Look at 3, 4. We get the 2 of Wands, 8. We get the Page of Wands. We get the Ace of Wands. This is starting to grow into a major consideration of what you have come from. Not what you're going to become, what you have come from. I'm going to give you clarity. You're a light body. Let's lay it all down for just a second, just a moment. Take a moment when you go to bed, when you go to rest, and you ask your guides, ask your higher self, ask whatever it is that you pray to. Say, show me some clarity. Show me some guidance on this. Where did I come from? Who am I inside? Look at, see, the 2 of Cups is hiding right there. It's asking, what am I hiding here? See, devil in the details. What am I hiding in this lifetime? What am I not showing? It could be commitment. It could be long-term. It could be partnership. It could be something else. There's a message that's going to be delivered to you because it wants you to know. We literally have all 4 aces out. It wants you to know in this lifetime, at this moment, probably within the next week or 2. We're not talking way out. It wants you to know because it's like a catalyst. You ever see dominoes fall, go boom, 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 and they all start falling, and at the end, it seems like they're going faster, but they're just doing the same speed. There's nothing happens faster. But it wants you to know because it's going to start to give you messages, synchronicities, messages. It's going to give you some kind of message that's going to trigger you. And say, I know what's going on now. I know the message. Because whatever that is, that moment of realization, that moment of understanding that you can't outrun, that you're coming back to the simplicity, this moment of I understand whatever this is that's giving me the freedom to fight. Whatever that is, it's coming back to this lifetime, realizing that you have to overcome this world's negative energy, this world's would rather knock you down than pick you up energy. and realizing you are not broken. You have never been broken, because you know what? You're still breathing. And that keeps you going. And you know what? The universe loves you because you hold every single ace. And it's not because of the aces, it's because you know how to hold. Look at millions to one. You know who you're divinely connected to? It's your soul tribe. They're also going through this. Get into that communication mode. Get to the ones who you feel closest to. Have that deep conversation. Say, hey, but can I ask you something? Ask the person closest to you, your best friend, the one who you've always trusted. Say, what does the universe mean to you? What does this mean to you? If let's say we had no bodies. What does our souls want to talk about? That. Have those deep conversations, those moments that you're most afraid to talk about, the souls conversations. Because they're not going to shout at each other, they're going to whisper. And what are the whispers saying? Have that conversation. That's what you're going to talk about. That's why you have a Wheel of Fortune. It's so enlightening when we get stuff like this, because that's what we want to see. It's the messages. I really wish I could tell. I mean, you want a new washer or dryer? Great, I could tell you guys that. But this is yeah. See, this is not about that. Like, my guide's like, we wouldn't be on here then. I'll be done. I'll be walking away from the channel. See, there's the Two of Cups. That's the Two of Cups. That Two of Cups you just saw was that Two of Cups. It's like, we want you to chase the Two of Cups energetically, and you know what I'm having you do here, Sonali. Your soul's like, I got you. Whatever my guides are saying here, it's like your soul's like, I understand. It's a dynamic rewrite of your soul's code, and whatever the guides are doing, whatever they're telling you, whatever this is, whatever my guides, whatever they're putting you in a place of better, and all you guys know it works, it happens. It's just whatever, it's rewriting your energy in a perfect way. Because yeah, there it is. It's the universe. I love that. I love that I can connect and do this. I just wish I had more longevity to do it. It's just sometimes it gets tired. It's very tired to do this. But manifesting is one of those things that I'm really tapping into. Like, I told Pepina, ask him. I said, hey, XRP will be up this week. Sure enough, it's up. I'm tapping it because I'm tapping into this. I can see through your higher selves. You, Sonali, you, like everybody, everybody. Once I read you guys, your higher selves, the ones that guide you, I can talk to them. Like, I talk to your higher selves. Everyone that's out there that hears this, like even like Fapina, Brenduska, all of you guys. When I read you, it's like your higher selves tell me a message. The things that when you go down the dark alley and your higher self's like, no. All right, let's see what this negative energy pull. What's up with this stagnation? Ooh. That's a pretty confident yes right away, but let's keep going. That's devil in the details. That's emotions. You're tied to someone. Like, that's silver cord kind of stuff. So Anna, you're not wrong. Look. Moving on, getting better. Water Uber, that's ethereal energy. We're gonna have to do some work to dig to see who this is. Notification delivered top down 3D energy. Wow, this is pretty straightforward. Who is pulling on your energy? Cutting the cord, yes. This is the stuff we want to read. That's an angelic sword. We can cut this. This is nothing you haven't done before. Look, this is logic. It makes so much sense. That's what's been. I think that's what's been slowing you down. Even. Look, passion kicks off once you get this cut. I think you can probably cut it tonight. To be fair. Yeah, look at 2 cards: ethereal, emotions, base emotions. Look, holding you back, not seeing it. Look. I think we're going to clear you up here. This isn't fully locking you down, like you can't do anything, but it's slowing you down. See? You have a lot of knowledge. You're very intelligent. You are very, very intelligent, but you can see how it's really dried up. Like, you need like that kiss, that wall kiss kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Wow, it's forcing me to take 2 cards. No, there's one. I was going to say, it's forcing me to take 2 cards for your root chakra. Yeah. There we go. You're connected to the infinite. I love this for you. You not only have you figured out how to manifest, you know it. You're tapped into the infinity. This is like where I would love these cards in the cornerstones. You're just basically, this is like a tune-up for you. Yeah, this is really good. This could be Aquarius energy or sneaky Aquarius energy, just so you know. This could be something to the Aquarius energy here. Long-term stability even. Let's tap into this. Going in deeper. Wow. This is some deep energetic work. I think you could cut the cord, but there's love here. There's a death card. This could be Scorpio energy. This could be an ex. This could be a partner. This could be some kind of really negative partner that could be drawing into it. But this is really some kind of barrier or deep work. There's a brand new start kicking off here, just so you know. Look at the man. I told you. Did I not say manifest? Did I not say manifest? You are very, very powerful in the respect that you know how to protect yourself. This is Akashic energy. You guys can't see it, but I can just tell you that's Akashic energy. You have the ability to protect yourself. That might be a sentinel. I'll find out here in a second. If it's a sentinel, you honestly, like when you go beyond the veil and you go on the other side, you have a protector. You have someone to protect you. That's Cancer energy. That's kind of like empathy, nurturer energy. Scorpio water sign energy here. So I don't know if we're dealing with that, but that's the strength. Definitely someone's tapping into your energy. That's why they're tapping into your energy. Look at this. That's the Cancer card. Passion, Leo, fiery, passionate. But somebody, it's almost like a battle ensuing. I'm gonna tell you, this is not something that normally it doesn't normally just happen. What I'm getting is I feel like this is a life lesson for us here, and I've never seen this. It's not a 3D life lesson. It's like a 5D or 7D life lesson. Whatever this is, it's like a past life thing that you're dealing with somebody. I don't even think it spans in this 3D. I could be wrong. See, see how it's Soul Tribe, but it's angelic. See how the Emperor's up? See? Look, guys, look. See how these are all foil cards? I think this is not even this lifetime. I think this is like it's a different parallel timeline that's affecting you. I've never seen this. My guys are being very clear on it, though. This is another partner from a different timeline that's pulling on you. And I think you kind of already know it. But you know if you cut this off, it's going to affect that timeline. What are we supposed to do? Like, I honestly need to know, because I don't know what you're supposed to do here. Life lesson, King of Pentacles. It's basically decide, do you want to lean into that timeline or this timeline? Lover's energy. It's like cut off that timeline. Do you want to stay in this timeline or that timeline? That's Gemini Lover's energy. Is there a Gemini in the reading? That's, I guess, the only question I have for you, Anna. Because that's what I'm getting. They're saying cut the cord. But there's definitely a partner from another timeline affecting another version of you that's affecting you here because you're so spiritually attuned. It's so obvious to me. I see it so clearly. It's so crazy. Unless it's you in this timeline that's affecting another version of you. But there's a timeline affecting. That's why you're being drained. See how it's kind of like you're pulling me down, let go. Only one of us can survive here, this timeline shift. It's either you or the other one. And you won't remember it. It's kind of like you're deciding. And I think you have the decision, which tells me you have the power. So you won't have any regrets. You just won't. See? Look at how crazy that is. You won't have any regrets. There's no wrong choice. But it's telling me just cut the cord. It was straight out. You had the Ace of Swords right away. It's like, just cut the cord. Just ask tonight. If you don't know a ritual, you can even look one up, but you're cutting the cord. You're cutting the cord from this relationship. It's so interesting. And it's from the Emperor, not yourself. You're cutting it from, because they're hurting your other self. They're draining you from another timeline. And they're affecting you. Like, they're so powerful, they're affecting you in this timeline. I'd never seen that. That's what's so crazy. I don't know where the Cancer energy comes in. But that affects... Yeah, so there you go. There's definitely... You're like Brenduska in that respect. You guys are very spiritually powerful, but you're drawing in these deep energies. Like, you have an Emperor in the other timeline. Like, why would you have anything less? But you are ahead of that other version of yourself. I don't know if you're single in this timeline. It looks like you might be. Yeah, see? But you have done work for yourself. See, look at... You haven't made that decision to connect yet. That other version said, oh, I'm just going to attach to this. And that other version is getting hammered energetically by a not so perfect, I'd say Emperor. Or Divine Masculine, that's kind of a dick. And you're like, I'm going to help you. Like, you're helping your other self. And then that other self gets absorbed into you. You'll see, you'll notice over the next week, you'll notice your skills, your abilities, your intuition will go way up. Like, it's like you're basically, everyone else, think of it like this, like you're helping yourself, your twin, your absolute twin. If you guys don't have a twin, but think about you having an identical twin that needs your help. And you're going to go help them. That's exactly what I'm picking up on. And what's going to happen is Anna's about to go in to dream state, go in and say, because they can't cut the cord because they're so on the other side energetically drained, the other timeline version of themselves. And I know it sounds way over the top crazy. You have to just trust me. You just watch the cards anyway. And they're going to return to truth and cut it and say, nope, you're out. And then the Emperor's going to just dissipate. And what happens is you absorb that other version of yourself. A lot comes down, but you're going to bring calm to that other side. That's why you feel uneasy. You feel like really uneasy. All right, I think that's about it for us. I think that's it. I think we covered everybody. But if you are looking for a private reading, do me a favor. Be sure to check out cosmicboogeyman.com. If you enjoyed your readings, if you enjoyed any of these readings, hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to follow me on all the socials. As always, I'll be back on Friday for Zodiac. Members only Monday. I'll see you guys at 7 p.m. for our exclusive events. And just so you guys know, you moderators, it's going to be members only. So I'm just going to let you guys know. Just to kind of limit everything. Just kind of keep you guys, keep it quieter. All right. I appreciate you, everybody. Appreciate every single one of you. So if you're looking for a private reading, like I said, be sure to check that out. And if you are interested, I'm really working on the merch, I promise you. I just want it to be good. I want to make sure I have it out, make it easy, streamlined, and I'll be coming out with some new content soon enough. I actually, like I said, probably in June I'll have some new teaching content, but be sure to check out the uprights and the reversals of the teaching content that I do have. Share any of the content you do like. Check out the shorts, the Beyond the Veils, and everything else in between. But I appreciate you taking your time to hang out with me tonight. I really do. If you do enjoy the channel, make sure you're sharing it. Make sure you let people know. Who knows what this is? This is just, it's over the top. It's over the top. All right. I hope you guys are going to be safe, because next time I see you, we're going to be on Zodiac time. All right, guys. I'll see you soon.